Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good evening, everyone. High school football tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Here in Mahnomen tonight, it's a matchup of two in the top 10 in the state of Minnesota. It's the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. 4-0 on the season, taking on the 4-0 Red Lake County Rebels. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Thanks to all the sponsors. I am teamed up with Tommy Hodak tonight once again to bring you this Week 5 matchup between the Rebels and the Thunderbirds. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Also, thanks to my Your Live engineer. That is Aaron Gunther for tonight. This is our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. When it comes to plumbing and heating, there's only one call you got to make, and that's Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. 218-983-3611. Proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. It is Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. And, of course, Main Street Station and Deli of Fertile. Of course, when you're hungry, stop by. They got delicious hot stuff food. They also offer the... gas at the pump. They have C-store items, and of course, always a friendly smile. It is Main Street Station and Deli in Fertile. Here in our pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., talk to the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels. That is Brian Remick. We'll take a look at your keys to the game. We'll have your starting lineups, and we'll have the opening kickoff. Beautiful night for Week 5 in high school football. We're looking forward to bringing you the broadcast. We'll go to our first time out. When we come back, we'll get into our pregame coaches' comments as we'll talk to Brian Remick of the Rebels. It is the Thunderbirds and the Rebels. Tonight, it's high school football on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Dakota Heritage Bank is your dedicated hometown bank that is here to serve all of your banking needs. Hometown banking means that we bring you the strengths and the personal service which no other form of banking can bring you. Our strengths and service are based on our total involvement in serving you and the communities where we live and work. Dakota Heritage Bank offers ownership, leadership, and service that are local. We bring the personal touch to banking because our only concern is what is best for our community and our people. Stop by and visit us today. We look forward to serving you. Member FDIC.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun. Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Brian Remick is the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, joining us for a matchup against the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds tonight. Brian, big matchup. Thunderbirds, I'm sure there's no secrets shared. It's going to be a tough one tonight.
Yeah, it should be a fun time. Obviously, we've had a nice little rivalry for the last few years. Both of us have been, pretty successful. So, both of us coming in here undefeated, it'll be a fun atmosphere and a fun time to match up.
What, as far as the week of preparation, how's it been for your kids?
Yeah, it's been really good. We got a pretty good group of kids that, they like to play. They compete well. They, whatever it is, week in and week out, they prepare. So, it was a good week, just like usual.
A week here where your kids, what's on the line here. I'm sure there's been a lot of excitement in practices.
Yeah, it is. It's always hard because it's a kind of a big game, but on the other end of it too, you've got more of the season yet to come here, right, and things like that. So just got to keep that in check and just come out here tonight and see what happens.
What, as far as health-wise, how healthy are you?
Yeah, we still got Mason Paulin and Gunnar Halverson are out here for tonight, so hopefully here in the next few weeks we'll be able to get those guys back. But we got some other guys now, just need to step up.
Keys tonight, what do you got to do to get a win?
You got to be able to win the turnover battle. That's definitely huge, and then we got to be able to force them into some things that they don't want to do, and they've been machine-like, and you got to try to put them in, so put some kinks in that machine anyway.
Brian, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
That is Brian Remick. He's the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, joining us here in our pregame show. Our pregame coaches' comments tonight are brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. We'll take a break. We're going to come back. We'll hear from John Clark Jr. He's the head coach of the Thunderbirds. Our pregame show is brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and Main Street Station in Delhi. We'll continue from Mahnomen after this on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio. At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us in our Ogama office or at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Power up your winter projects with Escalade Electric. Serving Red Lake County and beyond, we're your trusted partner for lighting retrofits, panel upgrades, agricultural improvements, and new construction. Need an estimate for a future project? We've got you covered. From barns to businesses, homes to heavy-duty operations, Escalade Electric delivers quality work you can count on. Don't wait. Get your project done right. Call Escalade Electric today and keep your power flowing strong this winter. Escalade Electric. Your power, our priority.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr. joining us here before match against Red Lake County. Tonight you got the Rebels. Always a fun matchup, and I'm sure, it's kind of one of those games where you know what they're doing, they know what you're doing. This should be a good matchup.
That should be a very good matchup. I think you're going to have two pretty evenly matched teams, two very good teams with, pretty lofty expectations and high goals. So, like I've said before, these kids know each other so well nowadays with social media and all that jazz. So I'm sure they've been excited for this game, and it should be a fun night.
I know that, a good solid week of preparation. How has it been for your kids?
We've had a very good week. You could tell it's a big game because intensity and desire and all that was pretty ramped up this week.
What are some of the things you're going to have to do offensively, defensively here tonight to be successful?
Offensively, they're very quick on defense, and they're strong on the line, and they really are aggressive. So, we have to be able to pick up blitzing linebackers and catch their stunts and not give up free runners and penetration. Defensively, like always, just play our positions and be gap sound and make sure we're not too aggressive in removing ourselves out of position. I think tonight, honestly, Sean's going to come down to 2 or 3 plays, a third down or a fourth down, and who makes those plays will probably win.
I know you got a little healthier last week, but you also lost a few kids pretty healthy coming into tonight.
We lost a couple of younger guys, in the F-troop ranks. So, but our varsity and our rotation players were all in pretty good shape right now.
Rays, I appreciate the comments. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Sean.
Coach. That is the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here in our pregame show. Our pregame coach's comments again are brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We've got our keys to the game coming up here. We're getting you set here with a great football contest. The Thunderbirds and the Red Lake County Rebels tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! From all a full supply of building needs materials, shingles, insulation, and so much more. You'll find it at Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. Not only do they carry the materials, they also have tools that you can buy or rent. They're a Milwaukee Tools dealer. They also have equipment that you can buy or rent, and they are now a steel dealer. Call today, 218-935-5631, or stop by Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District. Well, it's time now for our keys to the game. The keys to the game tonight, part of our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and Main Street Station and Delhi pregame show. Keys are brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. Whether it's chiropractic, acupuncture, wave therapy, maybe it's nutritional supplements, Dr. Gabe at Foston Chiropractic can help you out. 218-435-6186 or stop by the office. He's right at the stoplights in Foston. Keys tonight for the Red Lake County Rebels. Big thing for the Rebels is use your offensive line. They've got a very big, strong offensive line tonight. They've got to put that to use. They got to win the war in the trenches here tonight. I think on the offensive side, hold on to the football, and then 10, 12 play drives. Your best bet is to just keep your offense on the field and just grind things out. Defensively, I think you've got to stop the Thunderbirds on those second and third. You got to stop them on second down. You got to keep them in long yardage situations. Force them to do some things that maybe they aren't comfortable with. If you can keep them to about a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, that's the ideal situation for opposing defenses. For Mahnomen-Waubun tonight, I think a big thing is they just need to come out and they're going to have to play straight up hard-nosed defense. They're going to have to be fast off the ball here tonight. They're going to have to beat the Red Lake County defensive line to the punch. And then they're going to have to just pound the ball and do things that they've been doing, clean up some mistakes. And on the defensive side, well, Red Lake County's a power team, so you've got to match their intensity on that defensive side, try and get some takeaways, and then just wrap up and tackle here tonight. Field position's always a key, and of course, hang on to that football. It's week 5. You can't be dropping the football now. Those are your keys to the game. The keys tonight brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got your starting lineups. That's on the way. Main Street Station in Delhi and Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. It's our pregame show. We're getting you set for the Rebels and the Thunderbirds on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. For anyone that loves DIY projects, your locally owned True Value store on Main Street in Mahnomen is a shopper's paradise. They have everything you need for plumbing projects, electrical. They've got a full supply of paint and all of the painting supplies. They've got supplies for your outdoor projects, and of course, they've got the tools to get the job done. Stop by and see Ryan and Paige at your locally owned True Value store. For the DIY lovers, your locally owned True Value store is a shopper's paradise.
If a stranger walks up to you on the street and asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you hate having to deal with cluster flies, Asian beetles, and all those other annoying fall pests? If the answer is yes, call North Star Pest Control. They provide exterior power spraying of homes, cabins, and businesses. They will take care of all your pesky pests. Locally owned and operated by Corey and Sue Westrom, it's North Star Pest Control.
Northern Ag, with offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Greenbush, is proud to support our hometown teams and student athletes. Just as we cheer for your success, we're also here to protect the success of your farming operation. Specializing in crop insurance, livestock risk protection, and full-service brokerage for grain sales and marketing strategies. Visit northernag.com or stop by one of our offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, or Greenbush. Northern Ag, protecting your farm from the unexpected. It's what we do.
Homegrown Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by West Main Pizza, with 2 locations, Ada and the Rail District in Glendon here, as we get in Dilworth rather, as we get you ready for this high school football contest. West Main Pizza, they're more than just pizza, specialty pizzas, and of course all the classics. They have pastas, they've got dessert pizza, and so much more. It's West Main Pizza, with locations in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Starting tonight for the Red Lake County Rebels up front on that offensive line, it is a junior, number 77, Max Cardinal, senior number 70, Alex Renner, also a senior number 66, Keegan Schmitz, a senior number 60, Oliver Moline, up on the offensive line. As the tight ends is senior number 29, Riley Broden. In the running back spots, the fullback, a junior number 41, Bo Nelson. Halfback is a junior number 28, Theo Tidlaka. The other halfback is a sophomore number 15, Ben Gullingsrud, and a tight end is a junior number 16, Thorne Thronson. The quarterback tonight for the Rebels is a senior number 17, Connor Duden. The Rebels are coached by Brian Remick. Assistant coaches are Aaron Mall, Mike Gullingsrud, Andrew Bremer. They wear the white jerseys, the blue and white trim, blue and white numbers and letters. The Rebels are 4-0. Now the starting lineup for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Starting lineup for the Thunderbirds up front on the offensive line. A senior number 67, Tatum Bement. A senior number 62, Colton Stock. A junior number 58, Caden Bartness. A freshman, number 50, Dylan McMullen, up on that offensive line. At the tight end spot is a senior number 86, Ethan Jackson. Wide receiver, a junior number 5, Gavin MacArthur. The wings, one wing is a junior number 13, Zach Zimma. The other wing is a senior number 4, Tanner Steck. Quarterbacking the Thunderbirds tonight is the senior number 12, Blake McMullen. Thunderbirds are coached by John Clark Jr. Assistant coaches are Todd Johnson, Bob Larson, Steve McMullen, John Starkey, Vise Bevins, Josh Kemper, and Brian Haverkamp. Wearing the black jerseys, the white and teal trim. Thunderbirds coming to the record of 4-0. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by West Main Pizza, with 2 locations in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Of course, they are more than just pizza. They're West Main Pizza. Try them out today. We'll go to a timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for the opening kickoff. Thunderbirds and Rebels. It's a matchup of 2 top 10s in the state of Minnesota tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen. The Thunderbird Booster Club is proud to support and cheer on the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbird Booster Club encourages everyone to show your Thunderbird spirit. Stop by the Waubun School Store. Check out all of the new clothing and gear available to show your Thunderbird pride. Let's go, Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. A cheer from the Thunderbird Booster Club.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Valley Vision Clinic, they are dedicated to providing high-quality optometry services in a comfortable environment. The friendly staff is available to answer questions about the services they provide, as well as scheduling, insurance coverages, frames and lens options, and more. Valley Vision will take both eye emergencies and scheduled appointments. They offer vision financing options and will work with vision insurance providers to ensure good eye health and vision care for all their patients. Call 784-4091 for Dr. Dave Salsang and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District.
As life starts moving faster and faster, we need to make a choice. To move faster with it, or take a step back and enjoy life's moments. To marvel at the wonders around us, and remember just how beautiful White Earth Reservation can be. With over 1,300 square miles to explore in northern Minnesota, the endless possibilities of White Earth Reservation await you. Live here, work here, explore here. Explore more at whiteearth.com or on Facebook at White Earth Nation.
Make your life easier and protect those who need it most with an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner from Wilcox Plumbing and Heating in Red Lake Falls. April Air high-efficiency air cleaners remove up to 99.9% of contaminants that contribute to colds, flu, allergies, asthma, and respiratory diseases. For more information on how an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner can keep your breathing air clean all the time, contact Wilcox Plumbing and Heating at 218-253-4347.
At Wild West Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, everyone. High school football tonight on Gold 115 KRJM, yourliveevent.com. The Red Lake County Rebels at the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Thanks to all the sponsors that make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you hear and see. Also, thanks to Aaron Gunther, my Your Live Event engineer for tonight. I welcome into the broadcast Tommy Hodak down on the sidelines. A little breeze outside, Tommy, but overall a beautiful night for week number 5.
Boy, gorgeous night for week number 5 here, Sean. Late September, and boy, do we have a treat for you tonight, folks. 2 top 10 teams here in Minnesota Class A football facing off here in Mahnomen tonight with the Rebels and the Thunderbirds. Beautiful field conditions, Sean.
Looks like it's going to be a dandy here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. The Rebels will be kicking off to begin the football game, as they'll be kicking on the east end of the field. Their kicker is number 29, which I don't see on my roster. And back deep for the Thunderbirds, it will be. They got Tanner Steck back. They've got Zach Zimma back, Gavin MacArthur back as well. So we're ready to go here. 4 quarters high school football as we get things underway tonight on KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Riley Broden is number 29 for tonight.
So Riley Broden, yeah, I see it now. So Broden will kick this one away. So Broden's kick is away. It's taken in the wedge, picked up. Looked like it was Drayton Tibbetts falling on it right at the 35-yard line. Thunderbirds will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, we'll see how the big jitters here of a big night will turn out here for the offense of the Thunderbirds, starting out here on their own 35-yard line.
Very physical defense, very physical football team with the Red Lake County Rebels. They have good size up front, experience up front. It is one of their things that they lean on, is their experience that they have that came back from last season's team, which was a section runner-up. So to the line comes the Thunderbirds. Blake McMullen will lead them up. Gavin MacArthur will go wide to the right side. They come out with Steck and Zim at the wings. Lutka as the running back. We go hard count here with McMullen sending Zimma in motion. And this is back to pass. McMullen going to air this one out. Looks downfield. He's got Zimma back there. Pass complete at the 30-yard line, and they come out swinging with a big pass play and a big pass completion for a 1st down.
Boy, and Zimma, just as you said, one motion come off that right side, went up the seat, the middle of the field there, Sean. Beautiful pass thrown by McMullen. And a huge start here for the Thunderbird offense, all the way down to the 30-yard line on the opposite side.
So, ball into the territory of the Rebels. That is a 35-yard completion. MacArthur to the left side. Zimma and Steck the wings. Lutka directly behind. Under center goes McMullen, man in motion. This is going to be a handoff that goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka is going to pound his way to about the 25-yard line. That'll be good for a 5-yard game. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, right up the gut running there for the Thunderbirds. Lutka picking up 5 down to the 25-yard line. A host of Rebels there on the tackle.
2nd down and 5. Thunderbirds offense will come back to the line. 11 minutes to go, 1st quarter. This time Steck goes wide left. They'll spread Zimma to the right side, and they go split backs with Manny Johnson and Brody Lutka on the backfield. This is a McMullen pitch out to Lutka. Got a good block out there, and Brody Lutka is going to be drugged down right at the 20-yard line. Should be enough for a 1st down as he picks up 6 yards on the option play, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, and McMullen on that one out as long as he could there before he tosses it out to Lutka. Lutka coming off that left side there, gets drugged down by senior Connor Duden, hanging on and bringing him down about the 19-yard line.
First and 10, ball inside the 20 at the 19. Steck wide right side, Zima wide left. Johnson and Lutka split in the backfield. As McMullen goes under center. McMullen gonna keep this one, and he had nowhere to go. He's caught in the backfield. He's gonna lose about 2 yards, and that's off that left side. A big tackle there by Keegan Schmitz.
Yeah, Keegan Schmitz there met McMullen right in the backfield there, and McMullen had nowhere to go. Basically just clinched onto that football, trying to prevent a turnover.
9:57 first quarter. We are scoreless. It's second down and 12 for the Thunderbirds. The ball moved back out across the 21, or the 20 to the 21-yard line, as the offense will come back to the line. Zima wide to the right side, Steck to the left. Johnson and Lutka on the backfield. Up to the line, Blake McMullen will lead him. Second down. Under center he goes. And this is a quick hitter that goes right to Brody Lutka. Lutka is going to be stood up right back at about the 19, maybe the 18. It'll be short gain about 3 yards.
Yeah, back up the middle there. Up just a couple, about, as you said, Sean, Ben Gullingsrud there on the tackle for the Rebels.
Brings up a third down, 3rd and 9 on the 3rd down and 9. Ball's at the 18-yard line after a gain of 3. Steck wide right, Zima to the left side. Again, Johnson and Lutka split. Under center goes McMullen. McMullen rolls out to pass. Here comes pressure, and he is hit as he throws. It is caught, but boy, what a hit. Holy moly's. It was Lutka that made that catch, and he was lit up, literally lit up. Thorin Thronson dropped the boomstick for no gain.
Yeah, huge hit there. Just the old pinball machine went off on that one there as Thronson laid a huge hit on Lutka.
So that will bring up a 4th down and 9 after the no gainer on the completion. 8:20 to go, first quarter. Zima and Steck going wide left, and a Twins are going to spread Manny Johnson. It's a trips formation on the left side. Lutka's the lone back. 4th down. And now a timeout on the field as the Thunderbirds going to talk this one over. Timeout on the field, we'll take it. Brought to you by Gordon Construction. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 8:09 to play. First quarter, we are scoreless.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
So a 4th down situation here for the Thunderbirds. They started out with a big long pass play and got one additional first down after, but this Red Lake County defense has played tough now as they're forced with a 4th and long. Trips on the left side. MacArthur, Zima, and Steck are out there. One back is Brody Lutka, 4th down. McMullen back to pass. No pressure. Going to throw this one. The pass is incomplete. Zima was wide open coming across the middle on a post route, and it hit him right in the numbers, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Boy, beautiful throw there by McMullen, but as you said, Zima hit him right in the hands coming across that middle post route and had it at about the 4-yard line. And unfortunately for the Thunderbirds, it drops, but luckily for the Rebels, it's a turnover on downs, and we'll see how their offense does here as they get the ball here at about the 17, 18-yard line.
Connor Duden, the senior quarterback, will bring the play in. 8:04 to go, first quarter. We are scoreless as the offense come to the line. They're going to spread Thorin Thronson wide to the right side. Actually, that's Ethan Johnson to the right side, receiver to the left, and they come out in a shotgun formation, 2 wings. Bo Nelson is the fullback. This is a handoff. They give it to Nelson, and he's going to carry to about the 19-yard line. Short gainer, maybe 1 on the play. Actually, the carry went to Ben Gullingsrud. Gullingsrud's going to, well, they might not even give him a yard on it.
Yeah, they're going to give him a little bit there, Sean, about a yard before Colton Stock there leading the charge, wrapping them up around the ankles as the rest of the Thunderbird defensive line piles up on them. 2nd and 9 now for the Rebels.
Ball at the 19-yard line. Offense back to the line. Thronson left. Johnson to the right side. Gullingsrud is back alongside Duden, who's in the gun. Two-wing set. Back to pass goes Duden. Looks downfield. Now throws this one. Pass is complete to number 10. That is Ethan Johnson. And he just checked right into a pocket. And that's good for a gain of 13, and that'll move the chains for the Rebels.
Yeah, as he said, he just kind of came downfield, just a little button hook there, was able to pull it in, settled in, picked up the first down there before Manny Johnson able to bring him down for the Thunderbirds. First new set of downs here now for the Rebels.
This time, they're going to spread wide to the left side. Benji Bramer. Wide to the right side is Johnson. And again, Gullingsrud in the backfield alongside Duden. High snap over Duden's head. Ball is loose. Gullingsrud's going to step back and fall on top of it, but not before a monstrous loss on the play. They are going to lose 14 yards and all the way back to about the 17. So a loss there of 14 yards.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, the momentum, a little bit of a shift there as the Rebels lose a huge chunk of yardage there, and they were moving it, Sean. That momentum stick was really gearing up there for the Rebels, but huge loss here, 2nd and a country mile.
Up to the line comes the offense. Johnson right, receiver to the left side. Duden is in the gun. Duden with a hard count. Snap is back. Looks, dumps this one across the middle, and it's too low. He was looking for the fullback, Bo Nelson. Threw it low, brings up a 3rd down. Now 3rd down and right around 26.
Yeah, that was good coverage there by the Thunderbirds. A lot of congestion there in the middle by the linebackers, and just was not able to pick out that target, throwing it low, bringing up a huge 3rd down now for the Rebels.
Ball still on the 17-yard line. 3rd down. We go Bramer wide to the left side, Johnson wide right. Duden in the gun. Gullingsrud alongside him. And this is a play action. They're going to throw the bubble screen, and a nice tackle there. Manny Johnson, Blake McMullen, bringing him down across the 21. It's a gain of about 4. Short gainer, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, a big 4th down here. Stop there for the Thunderbirds as now the Rebels just unfortunate that over the head snap there, bringing them all the way back, had the momentum going, now faced with a punting situation deep in their own territory at the 21.
Punting situation, the punter, Riley Broden, he'll boot it away. Back deep will be Zima and Steck. Oh, Broden will kick this one. Good snap back. And a high booming punt, and Zima's going to let this one bounce, and it takes a Rebel bounce all the way inside the 30. Going to stop right at the 29-yard line. Great punt there by the Rebels, and the Thunderbirds will get it 1st and 10, their second offensive possession on their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, beautiful punt, as you said, Sean. Really high, got that nice spiral going. Landed, headed west after it bounced, and deep into the Thunderbird territory here. We'll see what they can do on their second offensive try here for the Thunderbirds, starting out at the 29.
5:05 first quarter, scoreless football tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and yourliveevent.com. Offense to the line, they're going to spread Zima wide left. They'll send Steck, MacArthur wide right, and they come out with Johnson and Steck split in the backfield. McMullen will go under center. And here's a handoff that goes to Tanner Steck. Steck fighting for some yards out across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. Short gain, about 3 yards there for Tanner Steck.
Yeah, Steck doing a nice job right up the middle there before Thronson.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 7. MacArthur coming out. Brody Lutka checks back in. 4:39, the clock running. Ball at about the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Here comes the offense. Steck to the right, Zima to the left in the wide out spots. Brody Lutka and Manny Johnson are split. McMullen under center. McMullen going to hand it off to Lutka. Lutka's trying to spin his way, and he's going to be stopped at about the 35-yard line. Be right on the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 for Brody Lutka.
Nice job there before down. Big stop there by the Thunderbirds now, and now faced with a 3rd and about 4.
3rd down for the Thunderbirds. 4 minutes to go in this, the third quarter or first quarter of action. We're not going to bump all the way up to the third quarter quite yet. McMullen leads them up. MacArthur wide to the left side. They come back with the double wing set of Steck and Zima. Lutka the lone back. Hard count here for McMullen. 3rd down, man in motion. Handed off to Brody Lutka. Lutka with a hard run, and he's still on his feet. He broke free. Lutka's off to the races. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Brody Lutka gone. Lutka, 65 yards for the score. He ran over a couple different Rebels, and the Thunderbirds strike first.
Boy, I tell you what an absolute power run there by Lutka, as hit by 2 guys right at the line, gets through to the linebackers and just lowers the boom down, gives the offensive hit, if you will, not once but twice, breaks free, and then shows off that speed, being up 6 here for the Thunderbirds and the first strike of tonight.
3-play drive there that spans 71 yards. They're going to come on with the PAT. Zima's the holder, Steck the kicker. 6-0 Thunderbirds lead here with 3:26 to play in the first. High snap, Zima pulls it down. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Mahnomen-Waubun strikes first, 3:26. They lead the Red Lake County Rebels 7-0.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Brody Lutka taking it to the house, 65 yards out. 3:26 to go in the first quarter. 71-yard drive, 3 plays. The PAT good on a Steck kick. 7-0 Thunderbirds lead. So going back deep for Red Lake County will be Ethan Johnson and Ben Gullingsrud. Steck will do the kicking here for the Rebels. And boy, Brody Lutka, once he got to the open field, man, he turned on the jets and he was gone.
Speed from his dad.
Good show of speed there. Ran over a guy too, which that always
got that from his mom.
That always adds to the highlight reel. Steck will kick it away here with 3:26 to play in the first quarter. And this one's going to be squibbed along the ground, still loose on the ground. Going to be picked up now by Ethan Johnson, and Johnson's going to carry it out. Just shy of the 35. They'll bring him down at about the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Chase Stock with the tackle there for the Thunderbirds. Red Lake County here. We'll see how they can do here on their second offensive position. Getting the ball in fairly good field position here right at that 34-yard line.
Up to the line they'll come on the 34. 3:21 to play in the opening quarter of action. Duden will bring the play into the huddle. 6-0 or 7-0 rather. Thunderbirds leading first quarter of action. Receiver goes wide to the right side. Nate Powers is the receiver right. They got a receiver to the left side. Duden under center. Gullingsrud the lone back. They're going to hand it off, and Gullingsrud's hit instantly in the backfield, and Ben Gullingsrud's going to lose a yard on that carry.
Wow, Hudson MacArthur come over from that offensive tackle or defensive tackle position there and just put a boom on. Actually tackle for a loss of 1 on the play. Huge hit by MacArthur.
2nd down and 11. 7-0 Thunderbirds leading first quarter. 2:54 to go in this opening quarter of action tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. Powers wide to the right side. Receiver going to the left side is Gunnar Broden. Into the gun goes Duden. Gullingsrud back there as well. Back to pass, looking downfield, now steps up. Here comes the pressure, and Duden in trouble, and down goes Connor Duden. They're going to bring him down for about a loss of 5 back inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Duden had lots of time. Pocket closed in, and he had just nowhere to go with it.
Boy, Ethan Jackson along with Hudson MacArthur and Blake McMullen just converged on Duden. And good coverage downfield by the Thunderbirds. Duden just not able to pick out a target. And by the time he was able to bring it back down, it was too late.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 18 now for the offense. Going to spread things out. Twins to the right side, receiver left. Duden goes to the gun. Gullingsrud alongside him. Powers and Nelson to the right side. Back to pass. Duden throws this one across the middle, and it is dropped. Bo Nelson had it. It's broken up by Cade Walsh. Nelson had it. Walsh put the hit on, and he drops the football, and that'll be a 4th down.
Yeah, and it looked like he was standing right at that first down marker there as he was able to haul it in there. It was Nelson, but as you said, Walsh able to give that little hit on the back, popping it out, and bring up a huge 4th down, 4th and about 15, 16 here now for the Rebels.
1:45 to go in the opening quarter. It's 4th and 18. Punting situation. Broden to punt. Back deep is Steck and Zimma. Broden had a big punt last time, so he'll get ready to go again. Snap back. And this time an end-over-end kick, and again going to take a Rebel bounce. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Thunderbirds will get it at their own 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So a little better field position here for the Thunderbirds versus last time starting out at the 29, this time starting out at the 40. But a minute 37 left in this first quarter of action.
7-0 the score tonight on Gold 1015 and yourliveevent.com. They mark it right at the 40-yard line. Right at the 40. Offense will come to the line. Thanks for tuning in tonight. MacArthur goes wide left. They'll come out with Zimma and Steck at the wing spots. Under center goes McMullen, and now we got movement up front. Man, it's going to be a false start on the Thunderbirds. So the first penalty of the night goes against Mahnomen-Waubun. They're going to mark this one 5 yards back to about the 35-yard line, right at the 35-yard line. So now it will be a 1st and 15. 1:37 to go, first quarter of action. Offense will come to the line. MacArthur goes wide left. They go with the double wing set. Steck and Zimma at the wings, and Lutka's the lone running back. McMullen goes under center. McMullen will send a man in motion. They hand it off to Zimma. Zimma's got good wheels, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be drugged down about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. He'll pick up 6 yards as they sweep him right, and nice little gainer there on 1st down.
Yeah, just a little inside handoff there for Zimma coming around that right end and getting back to just beyond the original line of scrimmage there. Ball set now at the 41.
2nd down and 9 for the offense. 1:05 to go as the clock runs here in this first quarter. A 7-0 lead for Mahnomen-Waubun. Here on week number 5, the battle of the unbeatens here. MacArthur going wide right. Lutka the lone back with 2 wings. McMullen setting him down. And again, we're going to have a false start. Ethan Jackson on the near side jumped off sides. Second penalty, 10 yards. So instead of a 2nd and 9, now you're faced with a 2nd and 14.
We've seen the Thunderbirds have some success through the air here, but boy, I tell you what, 2 big penalties here for the Thunderbirds. And, McMullen, we've seen him with that hard count right away, trying to draw the defense off. But week 5 here, we're starting to see some of the offense making that jump.
30 seconds to go, first quarter. McMullen goes under center. Counting, looking it over, man in motion. Here's a handoff that goes to Brody Lutka, again breaking tackles before he's ridden down. And he'll pick up, that's a good 6-yard gain for Brody Lutka, and that will move her up to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, that time on the tackle there for the Rebels. and manageable but long third down. Be a conclusion for the first quarter, Sean.
So 1 quarter in the books. We'll go to the second quarter on your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard after 1. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake County tonight 7-0.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. Allworks LLC can get the job done. Allworks LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with Allworks LLC, 218-261-3090.
Dakota Heritage Bank is your dedicated hometown bank that is here to serve all of your banking needs. Hometown banking means that we bring you the strengths and the personal service which no other form of banking can bring you. Our strengths and service are based on our total involvement in serving you and the communities where we live and work. Dakota Heritage Bank offers ownership, leadership, and service that are local. We bring the personal touch to banking because our only concern is what is best for our community and our people. Stop by and visit us today. We look forward to serving you. Member FDIC.
Well, we start the second quarter tonight on Gold 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. 7-0. Mahnomen-Waubun, they have the football at their own 44. It's 3rd down and 6. McMullen under center. 2 wings. Lutka's the lone back. Stack in motion. They're going to hand it off to Brody Lutka. Lutka stood up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th and 6.
Boy, huge stop there for the Rebels. And trying to see here, look like number 16, Thorth Ronson there coming up from that linebacker position there and putting a big stuff on the Thunderbirds, bringing up a 4th down situation.
So Ethan Johnson goes back deep for the Rebels. Punter is Brody Lutka, and he'll get ready to kick it away. Something we haven't seen this year out of the Thunderbirds. I don't think either team has really punted this year. Snap is over. And that one almost blocked, and Lutka to get this one out quick, and it's going to take a Thunderbird roll. It's going to roll inside the 25 and stop at about the 23-yard line, and that is where Mahnomen, or the Red Lake County Rebels offense will take over. They'll have it at their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, and actually, that Sean, that one, the Rebels were able to get a hand on it. I wasn't able to pick out which player, but I did see a hand, heard another big slap after the ball comes off the foot there, and but rolls all the way down to the
23 is where
that's
they're
what
going to
I was going to say. Perfect.
1st and 10 for the offense of the Rebels. It's their 3rd possession. They've had 2 punts. So they'll come out, spread the offense out. Johnson going wide right. They've got Bramer going wide to the left side. Shotgun with 2 backs alongside Connor Duden. A little extra protection. And this is a handoff running to the right. And this is a hard run. And a good hit there as Theo Tidlaka with the carry picks up 6 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, it just comes off through that number 4 hole there before number 4 from the Thunderbirds. Steck able to come up from that safety position and stopping him. Nice pickup there of about 7.
7 yards is what they'll give him. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3. Or 2nd down and 3, rather. There we go. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll spread Bramer left. They go Johnson right, and they stay with the shotgun here for Connor Duden with backs on both sides. Good snap back and a handoff again in the middle, and picking his way through. Again, I believe this time was Ben Gullingsrud. He'll be close to a 1st down, needed 3 yards. He might be just a little bit shy.
It looks close.
And Gullingsrud was just trying to find a little space.
They're going to call it 3rd.
And so it was a gain roughly about 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down and short. 3rd and about long, well, about a yard. 3rd and 1. 10-12 to go, second quarter. 7-0. Thunderbirds leading tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM, YourLiveEvent.com. Offense of the Rebels coming back to the line here. Ball is out across the 30. It's marked at about the, I'd say the 31-yard line, 32-yard line. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Duden under center. Gullingsrud right behind him. Hard count from Gullingsrud. And Gullingsrud dropped the snap, then has to try and dive ahead. And I don't know. I don't think he got it. He got stuffed. He dropped the snap. and I think he got back to about the line of scrimmage. I think it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, unfortunate event there for Gullingsrud, as like I said, they were marching. Boy, that they got the recovery. Looked like he got stuck in the backfield, but
and they moved the chains.
They moved the chains for a first down.
All right,
interesting.
So first down for the Rebels. I thought maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage and then got pushed back, but Dunan's second effort in the pile must have pushed him just ahead enough to move those chains, so that'll be a first down. Come on with the receiver left, receiver right, shotgun for Duden. Gullingsrud and Tidlack are back alongside him. Back to pass. Duden throws the quick hitter out to Bo Nelson, makes the catch, and Nelson's going to fight for extra yardage. He'll be close to the first down, and he's going to get it. It's an 11-yard catch and run there for Bo Nelson, and that'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, once again, the receivers here we're seeing from the Rebels, making a nice route, running downfield, and just making a quick turn, and Duden just putting it right on the numbers there. That time Zima able to wrap him up, but not before the chains move once again for the Rebels.
And they did a nice job of setting that up. Their receivers ran the defense out of the area, and Nelson just slipped from a wing right into that flats area and was wide open. Nelson will be the wing on the left side this time. Receivers right and left. Duden back to the gun. It's 1st and 10. Ball is out across the 40 at the 43. And a handoff going to the left side. Gullingsrud kind of stumbled coming across. It'll be no gain that time for Ben Gullingsrud, as there wasn't much there for him in the first place, and he kind of tripped after he got the handoff.
Boy, yeah, that gap kind of filled up quick there with black jerseys from the Thunderbird defense there, and a lot of congestion, and just not much doing there for the Rebels on that play, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
8:10 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Thunderbirds leading. Ball on the 43-yard line. Receiver coming to the left side, Nate Powers. Ethan Johnson wide right along with Bo Nelson at a wing on the left. Here's Duden. Duden throws the quick hitter. This is out to Ethan Johnson. Johnson trying to weave his way. Got away from one, got away from two. Still on his feet. Ethan Johnson has a lot of green out in front of him. Johnson with good speed. Stops and going to be run out of bounds by Zach Zima. But he's into Thunderbird territory inside the 40-yard line, and that'll be good for a first down. Gain of about 18 yards as Ethan Johnson came all the way back across the field and picks up the first down yardage.
He ran about 312 yards to pick up 18, but it was a beautiful 300 yards, Sean. I tell you what, as you said, coming across from that far right side there and just weaving his way right along the line, trying to find a crease, gets around the end before Zima able to bring him down. But once again, Rebels on the move, another first down.
Bramer this time left, Johnson going to the right side, Duden in the gun. It's got Gullingsrud back there as well. Back to pass goes Duden, looks downfield, dumps this one across the middle to Ethan Johnson once again. Johnson is going to be tackled right away, this time by Brody Lutka. And Johnson just came drag all the way across from his receiver spot. He's inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. And a pass reception there that's worth about 6 yards.
Yeah, just nice job here by the Rebels offensively. With the routes from the receiver, Sean. Just able to run out, get deep, get the corners out of the way, get the safety preoccupied, and then they just drop in that running back there. And just a beautiful job there by the Rebels, picking up some more yardage through the air.
Bramer to the right side, Johnson left. The wing is Nelson. The other wing is Tidlaka. Duden in the gun, going to hand this off to Ben Gullingsrud, and Gullingsrud is swallowed up. He'll lose yardage, lost 2 yards on the play. Thunderbirds defense was ready for that, and that'll make it a third down as it slides back to 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that time Colton Stock along with Ethan Jackson were not fooled as they push back on that run there, bringing the ball all the way back to about the 35-yard line.
Third down, it's right on the 35. Duden taking his time with Johnson to get out there, and I think the plan here for the Rebels is just to kind of take their time and not give the Thunderbirds any time on the offensive side. So Duden gets the play in, and he'll bring it up. 5:46 to go, second quarter, 7-0 Thunderbirds. Bramer left, Johnson right, third down. Duden in the gun. Snap back, looks downfield. Here comes pressure, and we got a penalty flag. That's going to be almost picked off by Gavin MacArthur, who jumped the route. Read it beautifully. They were looking for the tight end, Riley Broden, and MacArthur had a clear pick 6 if he hangs on to that football.
Boy, yeah, Laundry on the field there on that one. But as you said, MacArthur just making a beautiful break on the ball. Went up at the high point and bounced right off his hands there. But huge penalty here for the Rebels as they were marching now. Ball going to be brought all the way back to the 45-yard line.
10-yard holding penalty. It'll be third down and roughly about 16 now to go for the offense. It's at the 45-yard line. 5:29 to go in the second quarter. 7-0, Thunderbirds leading. Bramer left, Johnson to the right side. The wings, Tidlaka and Nelson. Gollingsrud is a lone back. Duden back down the line option. Now he options out, and Gollingsrud actually dropped the football but picked it up, and Brody Lutka was having none of it. Lutka right there. It's a loss of 4 for Ben Gollingsrud. It'll be fourth down.
Boy, big play there by the Thunderbird defense, just continuing to push the Thunderbird or the Rebels back here in the last 2 plays with a penalty and now a kind of a botched option play there. So now fourth and a long gain of down here.
They'll mark it at the 48, 49-yard line, makes it fourth down and 20 as a punting situation. The Rebels had some things working on offense, but they stall it out and they got to punt the football. Riley Broden to kick it away. 4:39 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Thunderbirds. Good snap back to Broden. And a kick that's away. High punt. Steck makes his way over, and it almost hits him. It bounced right over him. And the Rebels will down it inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line, and that is where the Thunderbirds offense will take over.
Yeah, that time there looked like Steck was going to try to make a quick catch there and try to run off that right side, but at the last second decides not to. And ball bounces right at him, ducks underneath, and now the Thunderbirds will take over at the 23-yard line.
Be first and 10. So far, the defenses both bending but not breaking necessarily. The Rebels giving up the one long touchdown run, but beyond that, they've been very stellar. The Thunderbird defense, same thing. They've given up a couple of big plays, but they've been able to hold on. So now back to the offensive side for the Thunderbirds, first and 10. McMullen under center. They're going to hand it off straight ahead running here for, no, this is Blake McMullen carrying the football. Out across the 30, fake to Manny Johnson, carried off to the left side, and he'll have a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be second down.
And I tell you what, the Rebels really respected the run of the running backs there. That time, McMullen calling his own number coming off that left side of the offensive line of the Thunderbirds. Connor Duden there finally able to bring him down after a big pickup. Now Thunderbirds faced with a second and manageable 1.
3:52 to go, second quarter of action. A 7-0 Thunderbird lead tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. They'll spread MacArthur wide to the right side. Steck going wide left. Split backs in the backfield. McMullen under center. He's going to, it was Zima under center, and this is Brody Lutka rolling his way across the 40, and a nice gain there for Brody Lutka, and he picks up 9 more.
Yeah, another power runner there with Lutka as he goes right up the middle there, picking up a big first down there for the Thunderbirds. Is about 3:23 left on the clock here in this second half. Ben Gollingsrud able to bring him down, but a fresh set of downs now for the Thunderbirds.
Lutka is interesting. When he gets through the offensive line, he starts spinning. I've seen him spin a few times trying to get away from tacklers. And he just ends up with his back to the defense and continues to try and work forward. McMullen back in at quarterback. Double wing set, Lutka the lone back. Steck in motion, or actually Zim in motion to the near side. Back to pass. McMullen dumps this one down the middle of the field. That is complete. Tanner Steck makes the catch. He's down at about the 25-yard line. Big pass completion there. Goes for another 32. And it'll be first and, it's actually 33, and it'll be first and 10.
Yeah, huge play there for the Thunderbirds, picking up a big chunk of yardage there. And the ball slightly underthrown there as Steck trying to haul it in. Connor Duden turned his head back around, and Steck able to haul it in. And now 2:40 left in this second quarter here, and Thunderbirds knocking on the door for another score.
McMullen under center. Steck goes wide left, and this is a handoff that goes, no, this is McMullen running up the middle, and Blake McMullen is going to be close to a first down, picks up 10 more, and that should move the chains.
Dude on the tackle there, bringing down McMullen, who once again calls his own number there coming off that left side. He's able to pick up a big chunk of yardage. We've seen that the last few years here, just a big beast of a man there is McMullen, standing at, was he 6'3", 6'4", Sean? 6'5", actually, 220 pounds.
So McMullen under center, split backs behind him. And McMullen going to keep it himself, running to the right, looking for room, and he is going to be drugged down at about the 10, maybe inside the 10 to the 9. It should be a gain of about 3-4 yards. Brings up a second down.
Yeah, nice run there by McMullen as Bo Nelson able to get the back of his jersey, able to bring him down. $1:45. Clock continues to run here as the Thunderbirds trying to pop one more in here before the half.
They lead 7-0 over the Red Lake County Rebels. Thunderbirds are ranked number 3 in Class A football this week. The Rebels come in ranked at 8. Lutka goes to the lone back. And this is a handoff that goes to Brody Lutka, and Lutka fighting for extra yardage. Finally piled up close to the 5-yard line as he picks up 4 more.
Gosh, just a power runner. Lutka gets the ball, and he has like 4 and 5 Rebels just hanging on him and still able to kind of move the pile, if you will, picking up a few on that one, and now 3rd and about 3.
7-0, Thunderbirds lead, under a minute to go, second quarter, 58 seconds to be exact. Steck goes to the right side, Zimmer to the left. Lutka alone back, oh no, it's Johnson back there as well, and this is a handoff to Brody Lutka. He trots into the end zone for a touchdown. The ball was on about the 4-yard line, and Brody Lutka just burst right through the middle, and the Thunderbirds now lead 13-0.
Yeah, huge hole there by the right side of that line of the Thunderbirds. Able to move some fellers there. MacArthur along with 52 Logan Abdu making a big hole.
So they'll go for the PAT, a 4-yard touchdown run. Zimmer's the holder, Steck to kick. Snap is down, this kick is up, and the kick is good. On your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 46 seconds left in the half. Mahnomen-Waubun now leading Red Lake County 14-0.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun.
Well, the Thunderbirds get in here in the second quarter. 46 seconds to play in the second quarter. Brody Lutka, 4-yard touchdown run, a 77-yard drive. 8 plays. The PAT is good on a Steck kick. It is now 14-0, Mahnomen-Waubun leading. We get into the halftime here in just a moment. So far, it's been a very hard-hitting affair between two very good football teams. No doubt about that.
That is for sure. You know, and two teams that, you know, the first stringers not seeing a whole lot of action usually late in the game. And, you know, it's going to be who's well-conditioned here at the end of this one too, Sean.
Rebels playing without a couple of starters tonight with Mason Paulin sitting out and Gunnar Halverson sitting out as well. Kick along the ground, picked up in the wedge. Be straight ahead running and out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line, and that is where the Rebels will have their next offensive possession.
Manny Johnson along with Alton Savior there on the hit there for the Thunderbirds. Ball now will be set at about the 36-yard line here for the Rebels. 42 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they can make something happen. We've seen a lot of success through the air so far, Sean.
Rebels, pretty good passing team here. They'll drop back and run receivers everywhere with the split wideouts, and then they have the two wings. So we'll see what they come out in here with 42 seconds, trailing 14-0. Johnson goes wide to the left side. They'll send Nate Powers to the right. Duden in the gun, two wings. Duden snap back, looking, now going to deliver across the middle. He's got a receiver back there. Boy, he had Riley Broden coming off the left side wide open. He opted to throw onto the other side of the field. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the Rebels, as like I said, could have had a huge strike at least to the other 40-yard line, but ball thrown more to the far side and just falls incomplete and short. So now faced with a 2nd and 10, 36 seconds left in the second quarter.
Ball still marked at about the 36-yard line. Duden will lead them up here, 14-0, Thunderbirds leading. Johnson left side, Bramer to the right. Double wing set, Broden. High snap goes over Duden's head. He has to go back to get it. Now he's got it. He's got to look to get rid of it. And Duden's running, now throws. Pass complete. Ethan Johnson makes the catch. He's got a first down. Boy, what a great job by Connor Duden. He made that play go when he picks up about 23 on the pass completion. He stretched out, had pressure coming, kept his cool, and delivers for a 23-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, huge redemption there as the ball went over his head. Makes a very athletic move, comes over on that close side, gets it out to the receiver, and timeout now called here for the Rebels.
Timeout's brought to you by Gordon Construction. We'll take it. 14-0. Thunderbirds lead the Rebels. We're back right after this. Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. For 24 seconds to play here in this, the second quarter of action. Thunderbirds leading 24-0 tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. Rebels have the ball at the Thunderbird 42-yard line. Bramer going to the right side, Johnson going to the left side. Nelson and Riley Broden are the wings. Gollingsrud right alongside. Quarterback Connor Duden, man in motion, and now we got motion up front. Broden was going in motion. Got the little false start going on there, just the second penalty on the Rebels.
That looked like Thor Thompson there on that right tackle side there. Had a little bit of a jump once that motion man started coming through.
So backs things up all the way back outside the 45 to the 47-yard line, 1st and 15. Johnson left, Bramer right, two wings. Man in motion again is Broden. Back to pass goes Duden. Here comes pressure. Duden's got to get away, and Duden outruns one. Now looks downfield. Throws this one. Pass is going to be complete, and a big hit put on, but making the catch was Riley Broden. And that'll be good for a gain of about 18, and that'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, Broden able to haul that one in. Once again, Duden doing a great job keeping his eyes downfield, kind of scrambling to that far side, is able to get the ball past there before he crosses the line of scrimmage. And back on the tackle, so another timeout here by the Rebels with 12 seconds left in this first half.
We'll take it as well. 14-0, Thunderbirds leading. We're back after this. For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. So it is a 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Back to the gun goes Broden. There is 12 seconds. Broden going to air this one out. He's got Ethan Johnson back there, and we're going to have a pass. Flag thrown. Johnson was back there and almost came up with that catch. We'll see what the call is. If it's pass interference, this will give the Rebels a chance with 5 seconds. And that's what it is. It's going to be pass interference against the Thunderbirds. Johnson almost made that catch.
He did. Boy, I tell you what, MacArthur there on the coverage, and I'm not sure if I think he just did not get his head turned around in time as he kind of threw his hands up trying to face the receiver. But Johnson just kind of slid underneath him and almost pulled off one of those little Adam Thielen moves there when he played in Green Bay. And but the ball falls incomplete nonetheless. But pickup of 15 there on the pass interference.
So it'll be 1st and 10. There's 5 seconds to go. The ball's marked at about the 15-yard line of the Thunderbirds. Red Lake County trying to punch one in here. They get... And the ref's calling for 7 seconds to be put on the clock. So they'll get the clock adjusted. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. And the Rebels will get the football coming out of the halftime mark. So they'll come to the line. Come out with Johnson and Thronson to the left side. Twins on the right side. Duden in the gun. It is 1st and 10. Duden back to pass. Looking, delivers across the middle, and it is caught and trying to get in. I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. But he's right at about the 1 inch line. It's a gain of about 14. And I think they were calling for a timeout. I don't know if they got it or not.
Boy, I tell you what, that was close. As the ball was actually slapped away by I think by Brody Ludka from the intended receiver. And as he slapped it right into the other Rebel receiver who grabbed it. And they do call halftime. Boy, I tell you what, I knew it was going to be close on the clock, but an unfortunate event there for the Rebels, as that was a huge play and a lucky one there for the Rebels, but unfortunately comes to an end there in that first half.
Well, Mahnomen-Waubun maybe got away with one there, because as soon as he made the catch and was at the line, I looked up and there was about 0.5 seconds remaining on the clock when I saw Brian Remick calling for the timeout. So it's possible the Thunderbirds got away with one there. As we'll look to center down to the field and see if Brian Remick will talk here, but it was really close. But I think there was still time on the clock when he called for timeout.
Boy, it was close. I'll try to get right here with Brian. He's still talking with the referees on that one here, Sean.
So we'll wait to see. And we're at the halftime. Our halftime report. We'll talk with the coaches, go through the numbers, and we'll have all of that coming up here as we go to the halftime mark. And again, Brian Remick still pleading his case here, because that would have been a big play that could have that could change the scope of the game there. So we'll see here. Brian Remick making his way over. We'll center down to the field with Tommy.
All right, joined here, Sean, with Brian Remick, head coach of the Rebels. And Brian, boy, I see your team has had a lot of success through the air tonight. And boy, I tell you what, a thrilling end there that came to maybe a questionable call there with the time, as looked like a Thunderbird defender slapped it away from the intended receiver, slapped it right into the arms of the other. And I saw you guys calling for timeout. I guess your thoughts on a very tough played first half.
Well, you know, there's a few self-inflicted things there, right? We can't have some drop passes that we had, snap over the head, right? Some missed tackles and that kind of thing. So, you know, you do that, you put yourself in a tough situation.
Yeah, and, you know, facing off with two very big powerhouses tonight, a lot of hype. Boy, I tell you what, I think your team has responded well, you know, holding the Thunderbirds to 14 points so far, but also giving them a lot of fits as well. Your thoughts on your defense?
Yeah, you know, it comes down to some missed tackles, right? That first one with Lockett, we had, you know, 2 or 3 guys hit him, and, you know, you give him credit. He's a load to go through, but, you know, we got to finish those plays.
Any big adjustments here for the second half, Brian?
You know, we got to be a little bit step quicker here, I think, especially on defense. You know, we're a little bit step slower than they are right now, and you know, and it's hard because they've got some quick guys out there.
Well, I wish you the best of luck here in the second half, and looking forward to another second half of a battle between two very, very good teams.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Sean.
Head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, Brian Remick, joining us here at the half. Our halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum, with offices in Detroit Lakes and Bijou. We'll take a time out, come back. We'll get the numbers going at the half. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake County 14-0 on Gold 101.5, KRJM Mahnomen, and yourliveevent.com. For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio. At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us in our Ogama office or at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Power up your winter projects with Escalade Electric. Serving Red Lake County and beyond, we're your trusted partner for lighting retrofits, panel upgrades, agricultural improvements, and new construction. Need an estimate for a future project? We've got you covered. From barns to businesses, homes to heavy-duty operations, Escalade Electric delivers quality work you can count on. Don't wait. Get your project done right. Call Escalade Electric today and keep your power flowing strong this winter. Escalade Electric. Your power, our priority.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Give them a call for a free quote, 844-5970. He offers insurance of all sorts. Joe McCullum, your agent for Farmers Union Insurance, with offices in Detroit Lakes and Bijou. Well, it's been a tight ball game here. Thunderbirds leading 14-0. Scoring got going here in the first quarter at 3:26. Mahnomen's Brody Lutka breaks one for 65 yards. A 71-yard drive, 3 plays. The PAT was good on a Tanner Steck kick. It was 7-0 after one quarter. We go to the second quarter, and the Thunderbirds would again put one in. This time, 46 seconds remaining in the half. It would be Brody Lutka, a 4-yard touchdown run, a 77-yard drive, 8 plays. The PAT good by Steck. 14-0 our lead here, the lead for the Thunderbirds at the half. Looking inside the numbers, Red Lake County with 93 yards of total offense. Through the air, Connor Duden is 8 of 11 for 108 yards. Making catches, Ben Gullingsrud, 1 catch for 4 yards. Thorin Thronson, 1 catch, 14 yards. Ethan Johnson, 4 catches, 60 yards. Bo Nelson, 1 catch, 11 yards. Riley Broden, 1 catch for 19 yards. On the ground, Rebels 10 carries, a negative 15 yards. Ben Gullingsrud has a negative 18. Connor Duden, a negative 4. Theo Tidlaka has 7 yards here in this first half. Rebels, 24 plays from the line of scrimmage. 6 first downs. They got 2 penalties for 15 yards and no turnovers. Thunderbirds, 200 yards of offense here in this first half. On the ground, 16 carries, 132 yards. Led by Brody Lutka, 10 carries, 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blake McMullen, 4 carries, 19 yards. Zach Zimma, 1 carry for 6 yards, and Tanner Steck, 1 carry for 3 yards. Through the air, Blake McMullen is 3 of 4 for 68 yards. Zach Zimma, 1 catch for 35 yards. Tanner Steck, 1 catch, 33 yards. Brody Luck has a catch for no gain. Thunderbirds have run 21 plays from the line of scrimmage. They have 5 first downs, 3 penalties, 25 yards, and no turnovers here in this first half of action. Those are your first half numbers, part of our Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency, Bijou Detroit Lake halftime report. We'll go to a timeout. When we come back, more to come. Our halftime report rolls on from Mahnomen, where the Thunderbirds lead the Rebels 14-0 tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! From all a full supply of building needs materials, shingles, insulation, and so much more. You'll find it at Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. Not only do they carry the materials, they also have tools that you can buy or rent. They're a Milwaukee Tools dealer. They also have equipment that you can buy or rent, and they are now a steel dealer. Call today, 218-935-5631, or stop by Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District. Our halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes. We'll send it down to the field. Tommy Hodak is with head coach John Clark Jr. of the Thunderbirds.
Joined here with head coach John Clark Jr., the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds here. And John, coming into the season here, week 5 had to be on your radar right off the get-go. And boy, I tell you what. And big battle here of two very, very good teams. You guys strike first, and you know, the Rebels also seen a lot of success, but some of that self-inflicted wounds there that they've had have kind of kept you guys running away with this one, I would say, in a way. Your thoughts, I guess, on this first half?
We're satisfied. I thought we let the couple get away from us that first half with mistakes on our end. And that's what us coaches see. Obviously there was a lot of good, but we left a couple out there. For sure should have had one more. And when you're playing good teams like the Rebels, you have to take advantage when you get opportunities. And, defensively we played well. They're killing us on broken plays. Quarterbacks scrambling around and their receivers work for the ball. So hopefully we can shore that up and, make a play on defense and not let them move it quite so well.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Duden making a very athletic play there right before the half and getting it out to Johnson there as he scrambled. And then we're seeing a lot of scrambling back and forth and, just trying to get people out of sorts, broken plays turning into big ones. Any big changes, I guess, to make in the half, when you've got plays like that, it's hard to account for.
Yeah, we got a couple things that we talked about scheme-wise on defense and position-wise, and a couple things on offense. I think that we're on the same page now, and we'll see what happens here.
All right, well, I wish you the best of luck here, John, in the second half.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, back to you, Sean.
That is head coach John Clark Jr. here at our halftime report. Halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. So we got time for a quick timeout. Second half coming up in 30 seconds at the half, 14-0. Thunderbirds lead the Rebels on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. For anyone that loves DIY projects, your locally owned True Value store on Main Street in Mahnomen is a shopper's paradise. They have everything you need for plumbing projects, electrical. They've got a full supply of paint and all of the painting supplies. They've got supplies for your outdoor projects, and of course, they've got the tools to get the job done. Stop by and see Ryan and Paige at your locally owned True Value store. For the DIY lovers, your locally owned True Value store is a shopper's paradise. Well, we're about set for the second half tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and yourliveevent.com. Sean Bierk, Tommy Hodak, the broadcast call. Aaron Gunther is my Your Live Event engineer tonight. We appreciate you tuning in. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible here and help us do what we do here this evening. It is a 14-0 lead for the Thunderbirds, thanks to Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Bringing us our halftime report again. For a free quote, dial 844-5970. Talk with Joe McCullum with Farmers Union Insurance. Again, offices in Detroit Lakes and in downtown Bijou. So the Rebels will be receiving to start the second half. Thunderbirds will be kicking off.
Still beautiful night. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit more there, Sean, from kind of straight from the southeast.
Rebels will be receiving on the east end of the field. It means they'll be traveling west. Ben Gullingsrud and Ethan Johnson will go back deep. And it'll be Tanner Steck to kick it here for the Thunderbirds, and he'll tee this one up. It has been a battle here tonight, despite a 14-0 lead for the Thunderbirds. You got to kind of get that feeling that, 14's not quite a comfortable lead.
No. Not at all.
So Steck will kick this one away, and it falls off the tee, so he'll have to re-tee. He'll get her all set up, and we'll get this one kicked away. So Steck on the approach, and this one's going to be a short kick. It'll be picked up by Ethan Johnson. Johnson shows good speed straight up the middle. Here comes Ethan Johnson, and a great return all the way out to about the 44-yard line, and good field position here for the Rebels to start up on their first offensive possession of the second half.
Yeah, and beautiful return there by Johnson. And once again, we see Chase Stock there doing a great job on the special teams, along with Zach, the tackle for the Thunderbirds.
So the ball will be on the 45-yard line. Offense coming to the line. Bramer going wide to the left side. Johnson wide to the right side. Duden goes into the gun. Gullingsrud alongside. And this is a handoff going to Ben Gullingsrud, trying to bounce it to the outside. Good speed. Cuts to the inside. What a great cut by Ben Gullingsrud. He's going to have nearly 10 yards. I think he'll just be about a yard shy. But, he stopped on a dime. cut back upfield, and the Thunderbirds kind of over pursued, and it's a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, beautiful run there as it comes off that far right side there, picking up a big chunk of yardage for the Rebels, moving to a very manageable 2nd and about 1.
Offense coming to the line. The ball is in Thunderbird territory at the Thunderbird 46-yard line. Receiver right, receiver left. Duden in the gun. Gollingsrud back there as well. And this is a handoff that goes to Ben Gollingsrud. First down and more. Gollingsrud straight ahead, still on his feet inside the 30-yard line, and another big gainer there. He's going to pick up 12 yards, and that'll be a first down for the Rebels.
Boy, you can see the momentum here in the second half. What the Rebels are ready here in this third quarter as a huge run there, and just a lot of excitement on the sideline in the huddle. Rebels coming up to the ball once again with a new fresh set of downs.
Rebels to the line inside the 30 at the 29. Gollingsrud is the back alongside Connor Duden. Duden again hands this off to Gollingsrud, and he this time is going to run into a wall of black. He does pick up about 2 yards, moves the ball to about the 27-yard line. There wasn't a whole lot there in the middle.
Boy, no, that filled up very fast there. Tatum Bement along with Ethan Jackson and Hudson MacArthur also coming over and stopping them 2nd and about 8 here with a pickup of 2 for the Rebels.
10:19 to go here, third quarter, a 14-0 lead for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Bramer to the left side, Johnson to the right. Gollingsrud is the lone back. They got Nelson and Broden as the wings. And here's a handoff. Gollingsrud bounces to the outside. He's got good speed, and we got a flag thrown. Be good for a first down.
Yeah, another nice pickup there, but Laundry on the field here. Looks like a holding penalty against the Rebels. Once again, a self-inflicted wound there that bringing them back here.
So a 10-yard holding penalty, but again, this is something that the Rebels have dealt with here throughout the course of this game as they drive, and then they have a penalty or something that brings them back, and they're forced with long distances to get back to first down yardage. So now it'll be 2nd down and about, I'd say, a solid 18 to go. Ball is marked back outside the 35 at the 37. Duden in the gun. High snap, back to pass, pressure coming. Here comes Gavin MacArthur, and he got him in the backfield. MacArthur came all out on a corner blitz. Got him back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7. Duden tried to get away, but there was nothing doing, and Gavin MacArthur turned the Jets on in a big loss.
Boy, Duden looked over. He saw MacArthur coming, but he thought that his running back was going to be able to pick him up, and MacArthur just doing a beautiful sidestep right around him, and that burst of speed from the multi-year track state qualifier there, able to come up and make a huge play here for the Thunderbirds.
8:58, third quarter, 14-0 Thunderbirds. Duden back in the gun. It's third down and about 25. Back to pass. Duden looks downfield, dumps this one across, and it is knocked off of Bo Nelson. Went straight up in the air. Nelson took a shot. He's slow to get up. And now it'll be 4th down for the Rebels back at the 4th down at the 45.
Boy, credit that one to the defensive line of the Thunderbirds, especially Ethan Jackson. Jackson shot up the middle there, just kind of hooked right through the center, and got his hand up in the face of Duden and really put the rush on, kind of basically rushing Duden. Gets the ball off and a huge hit. So now 4th and 21 now for the Rebels.
They're not going to mess around. They're going to punt this one away as Riley Broden will kick this one. Steck and Zimma waiting back deep. Good snap. Broden to punt this one, and an end-over-end low kick. And it'll take a Red Lake County bounce again. It's inside the 10-yard line. They're going to stop that one, and another good punt there by Broden. He's done a nice job kicking the ball, and the Thunderbirds will be pinned back deep. in their own territory.
He's done a beautiful job this year punting the ball, and high, deep. This time, a little bit of a pooch punt, getting it in within the 10-yard line. And so Thunderbirds going to be faced deep in their own territory now, trying to make something happen.
I think they got it about their own 5-yard line is where they stopped it. This is the first offensive possession here of the second half for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, who lead 14-0 with 8.5 to go third quarter. Steck right, Zimma left. Johnson and Lutka split in the backfield. Under center goes McMullen. He's just going to quarterback sneak, and he goes a ways. He's out across the 10. He'll pick up 6 yards up to the 11-yard line, just giving themselves a little room to work with. Following his center, Caden Bartness, and he's got 6 yards. I'll make it 7.
Yeah, nothing wrong with getting a little breather there, especially when you're 6'5", 220, and you just use that big chiseled frame there to push yourself forward. You can get a lot of breathing room on one big play there. So second and third now for the Thunderbirds.
Up to the line they trot. Receiver right, receiver left. McMullen goes under center. And this time it'll be a handoff to Brody Lutka. Lutka is pulling and still on his feet. He's out across the 20. He's got first down yardage, and that'll be a gain of about 8 yards, and that'll move the chains as Brody Lutka is tough to get down.
Boy, I tell you what, and that's exactly what Brian Remick talked about at halftime there, that he is just a powerhouse and tough to take him down. And there you see it once again, just keeping those legs a churning, that time not spinning anywhere, straight up the gut before Ben Gullingsrud able to wrap him up.
Ball is at the 22-yard line, 23-yard line. Official timeout. I think Brody Lutka's got to come off the field. I don't know if he's...
He came to the sideline here. He said, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
A little blood on the jersey, so he'll have to come out. Manny Johnson will check in, and they'll re-huddle. 7:28 clock running, 14-0, Thunderbirds leading. They're going to spread MacArthur to the left side, Zimmer to the right side. It'll be Steck and Johnson split. And this is a handoff that goes to Manny Johnson, who dropped the football. He picked it up himself, but Riley Broden delivered a big old pop. And Johnson picks up about a yard or two.
Yeah, this time, Sean, I'm standing over on the far sideline, and yeah, you could hear that pop, just a big crack there. And Manny Johnson, luckily for the Thunderbirds, able to cover that one back up here as they are still deep in the Rebels' territory here, or in their own territory, I mean.
Out across the 25, ball is marked at about the 26-yard line. Zimma goes to the left, MacArthur on the right side. Steck and Johnson are in the backfield. McMullen directing traffic here. It's 2nd down and 7, and that's a drop snap. And McMullen drops on top of it. Lost maybe a yard, and some miscues here by the Thunderbird offense. It'll be a loss of 1.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if everyone was on the same page there, as we had receivers coming out. We had running backs kind of wondering where they should go. McMullen trying to, as you said, direct traffic there, and I just don't think everyone was on the same page set up for that one for the Thunderbirds.
Johnson out. Brody Lutka coming back in. 14-0. Thunderbirds leading. 6:03 to go here in the third quarter of action tonight on Gold 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. MacArthur going wide right. Zimma going wide to the left side. Actually, he'll pull up to a wing with Steck. And Lutka is the lone back. Under center will go McMullen. Man in motion is Steck. And trying to throw it is McMullen. He got away from one. Now he's throwing it downfield, and the pass is incomplete over the head of Brody Lutka. And McMullen had pressure draped all over him the whole time. Just had to get rid of it. And it brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to shut off the first attack there, but was able to get the pass off. But Laundry on the field could be a roughing the passer or possible helmet to helmet here.
I missed the call, but they're walking backwards. So what would have been a 4th down and about 7, pending the call, could be an automatic 1st down. Again, didn't see what the call was. They're working on figuring this out. And this will be an automatic 1st down, so it is a 15-yard penalty. That's the 4th penalty going against Red Lake County for a total of 40 yards. And the Thunderbirds will get a 1st down out of it. So they were faced with a 4th down. But the penalty gives them a first down, and the ball is marked near the 40-yard line.
Boy, and that's huge there for the Rebels. I mean, boy, I tell you what, they had them dead to rights there, ready for a punt. And like I said, just an unfortunate act there, and results in a first down for the Thunderbirds.
So McMullen under center. Lutka's the lone back. Back to pass he goes. Looks, going to air this one out. He's got Gavin MacArthur running, and MacArthur tried to adjust and come back for it. It was underthrown, and it's incomplete. Brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, the ball went up in the air there. MacArthur there after it, but boy, I tell you what, Sean, that wind is blowing right from behind me, which is from the south, and that ball just kind of died as it crossed the 50 and straight down. MacArthur trying to adjust the body, but ends up slipping, and ball falls incomplete. Second and 10 now for the Thunderbirds.
And MacArthur, he's a speedster down that sideline, so it's really not uncommon for him to outrun the pass a little bit. So it'll bring up a second down and 10, 5:19 to go in the third quarter. 14-0 Thunderbirds leading. Steck wide left. Wide off to the right side is Zima. Split backs. McMullen going to give it to the second guy through. That's Brody Lutka, and Lutka is going to be stopped right at the, maybe across the 40 at the 41. Short gain, 1 yard for Brody Lutka.
Riley Broden there on the tackle there for the for the Rebels, and Lutka picking up maybe 1 third and about 9 here, and another third and long situation here for the Thunderbirds.
4:50 clock running here in the third quarter. And a third down situation. This time they go Zima, Johnson, and Steck all wide right in a trips formation. Lutka's the lone back. McMullen drops back to pass, pressure coming. McMullen's going to have to eat that one as down he goes, and a big sack there by Keegan Schmitz. Got him back at about the 30. It'll be a loss of about 8 yards on the play.
Holy Schmitz, boy, he came through that far right side, and Schmitz able to bring down McMullen there for a huge loss. Definitely a punting situation now for the Thunderbirds, and big play for the Rebels.
Keegan Schmitz shot through the line like nobody was even in front of him, so fourth down and about 20. Brody Lutka will kick it away. And a shorter end-over-end kick, and this is going to bounce out of bounds at about the 48-yard line at the Rebels 48, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Rebels with good field position.
Oh, excellent field position here for them as they're just on the other side of the 47-yard line here, and boy, the Rebels, you know, we saw them marching down the field here on that first possession of the second half, so we'll see what they can do here now at 3:52 left in this third quarter of play.
1st and 10, 352, can't be 62, 3:52 to go. Third quarter, 14-0. Up to the line comes Duden in the offense. Broden to the right side. They got trips on the left side in a tight formation, tight trips. Duden back to pass, looking, now has to roll off to the left side. Duden still looking, buying himself some time, throws this one, and it's a bullet, and it's complete, and oh my goodness! Holy moly, Ethan Johnson got whacked. Penalty flag flies. This is going to be an illegal hit. Johnson dropped the football, but oh my goodness, did he take a shot?
Holy moly, that was an absolute pop there. And like I said, Johnson caught it, took a couple steps there, and got absolutely lit up, dropped the ball. We'll see what the call is here.
Yeah, it's going to go against the Thunderbirds. So an illegal hit. And that's going to be a 15-yarder. Boy, what a shot. 4 penalties, 40 yards, and the Rebels are going to get a first down out of it. Moves the ball into Thunderbird territory inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That's the type of hit that you call a snot bubbler.
You'll feel that one during basketball season still, I think.
Broden to the right side. They go tight trips on the left. Duden in the gun. And this handoff goes to Ben Gullingsrud, and Gullingsrud fighting his way for yardage, still churning inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 on first down for Ben Gullingsrud.
Yeah, nice pick up there by Gullingsrud as MacArthur able to bring him down along with 62 Colton Stott.
Rebels kind of leaning on that big offensive line here. Getting some yards in the middle. 3:12 to go, third quarter. 14-0, Thunderbirds leading. Johnson, Thronson, Nelson. Tight trips left side. Broden to the right. Gollingsrud in the backfield alongside Duden. Man in motion is Johnson. And this is a handoff that goes to Ben Gollingsrud, and Gollingsrud going to fight his way inside the 30 to the 29. He'll be very close, about a yard shy of a first down as he picks up 3.
Yeah, just an absolute collision there, going right up the center there. Is able to pick up a few. Now 3rd and 4 here, 2:35 left in this third quarter of play. Thunderbirds lead 14-0.
Yeah, about third. It's just inside the 30 at the 29, third down and about a yard. 14-0, Thunderbirds leading as they'll come to the line. Broden goes right, tight trips left. Gollingsrud to the backfield, Duden goes to the gun. Duden takes it, hands it off, and Gollingsrud is swallowed up instantly. They saw it coming.
Yep.
They lose a yard, so now instead of first down, they have 4th and 2.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, Thunderbirds brought everybody on that play, and that shotgun position there, as he came up, boy, he got about one step and ran into a wall of black jerseys.
So a four down territory here for the Rebels. The ball is marked back out across the 30 at about the 31. Thronson left, along with Johnson. Nelson and Broden right. Man in motion coming. And Broden going to roll. Looking downfield, looking, throws, and it is complete. Making the catch, Bo Nelson at the 20-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. Then he picks up 11 on the catch.
Yeah, Bo Nelson there with a beautiful catch there. Once again, just settling in one of those little pockets right in front of the D-back there, Zach Zima. And, Duden making a nice throw, nice and low where only he could catch it. And picking up a huge first down as the Rebels now knocking on the door, trying to put one on the scoreboard here as they're trailing 14-0 with 1:05 left in this third quarter.
Ball marked at the 19 of the Thunderbirds. Duden in the gun, Twins right, Twins left. Duden looks, throws the quick hitter out to Ethan Johnson. Johnson made a move, and he's going to pick up a couple, about 3 yards on the pass completion to Ethan Johnson. Just a quick hitter going to the left side, and it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Johnson doing a great job of hauling that one in there as he kind of went up for the ball and just kind of bobbled it just a hair, but able to pull it down, run forward, and 2nd and about 8 here now for the Thunderbirds.
25 seconds to go, third quarter. Third quarter that's gone by very fast. It's 14-0, Thunderbirds leading. Twins on the right side as Duden leads them up. Twins left. Gollingsrud is the lone back. Duden in the gun. Good snap back. He dropped the snap. Now Duden's in trouble. Duden throws this one, and he was looking for Bo Nelson. And now a late flag.
That's going to be, I think, grounding there, Sean.
Well, he had Nelson over there. So I don't know if that would be intentional grounding because Bo Nelson was standing there. He had a receiver. We'll see what the call is. Still waiting to see. I don't think they ever said what the call was.
They haven't yet. Looks like they're going to wave that one off, maybe.
I'm assuming they did. Yes, they did. They waved it off. I'm thinking they were going to call an intentional grounding, but Bo Nelson was standing right there. So it would have been tough to call that intentional grounding when you have the receiver
right there.
Right there. So 4 seconds to go, third quarter. It is now 3rd down and about 8 for the offense of the Rebels. The ball is marked at about the 18-yard line. They'll set Bramer to the left side, Johnson wide to the right. Shotgun here for Connor Duden. Duden, the snap is back, looks downfield, delivers this one, and it's incomplete. Went right through the hands of Ethan Johnson. So now it is a 4th down situation, and there's exactly 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter of action.
Boy, and that one right between the hands there of the who's been super steady here tonight. Ethan Johnson just been having a phenomenal game here receiving for the Rebels tonight.
So I saw one of the assistant coaches running over here to get the kicking shoe, but I think they're just going to go with it. Johnson will bring it out as 4 down territory. Again, the ball is marked roughly the 17-yard line. It is 4th down and about 8. Johnson going wide right. They've got Broden and Nelson as their wings. 4th down, Duden in the gun. And now we got penalty flags flying again, and it's going to be a false start that goes against the Rebels. And again.
Another penalty for the Rebels, just that self-induced wounds there has been mentioned a couple times here. Rebels have really had actually a lot of success, but moving the ball, Sean, we've seen it on the ground, we've seen it running now through the, flying through the air, but penalties, just a few miscues here, just preventing them from popping one in.
So it'll be 4th down and 13 now. 1 second to go in the 3rd quarter. Up to the line, Duden will bring him. Connor Duden back to pass, looks, pumps. Here's the pass going on the right side. Johnson, boy, he almost made that catch. Zimmer was back there, and Johnson still down. There was a penalty flag thrown. And it's going to be holding on the Rebels. I think this will just be declined, and the Thunderbirds would take over on downs. And that would end the 3rd quarter of action. So that is declined. And that brings an end to the 3rd quarter of play. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. We'll go to the 4th. It is Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake County 14-0.
If a stranger walks up to you on the street and asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you hate having to deal with cluster flies, Asian beetles, and all those other annoying fall pests? If the answer is yes, call North Star Pest Control. They provide exterior power spraying of homes, cabins, and businesses. They will take care of all your pesky pests. Locally owned and operated by Corey and Sue Westrom, it's North Star Pest Control.
Well, we go to the 4th quarter with Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake County 14-0. This is just the Thunderbirds' 2nd possession in this 2nd half. They'll have it at their own 22-yard line. The Rebels pretty much dominated the time of possession in that 3rd quarter, but got no points out of it.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, just those nice steady drives, picking up just enough yardage, and then all of a sudden you get a nice big play, followed by a few more, nice little yards, but then some self-inflicted wounds, as we talked about, unfortunately, for the Rebels. Now Thunderbirds with the ball.
McMullen goes under center, split backs, and this is a handoff. They give it to Manny Johnson, and Johnson grinding out across the 30. Taking hits, delivering hits. He'll be good for a gain of about 9 yards. And it'll leave him with the 2nd and 1.
Boy, the Thunderbirds switching up some weapons here. Manny Johnson, another running back that we've talked about throughout this season here. Just a hard-nosed runner, gets the ball, forward lead, and boy, it just keeps those legs a-churning.
Well, they give him the gain of 10, and that'll be a Thunderbirds 1st down. Initially, they marked it a little shy, but then relooked, and here's a handoff in the middle again, and again, Manny Johnson grinding out to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 for Manny Johnson.
Yeah, just running hard. Boy, that offensive line making some beautiful holes here as Johnson able to pick up another big chunk of yardage. We talked a little bit about both of these first units here out on the field, Sean. lot of these guys have not seen a fourth quarter, or for some of them even a third quarter. I tell you what, it's going to be who has the better conditioning here, I think, towards the end of this game.
Johnson and Lutka split. Second down and short, and they hand it off again to Manny Johnson, and Johnson's going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 yard for forward progress. So that'll bring up a third down and about 1.
Yeah, that time there he got rolled by a sea of Rebels there, as just pushed him back, and now faced with a third and about, we'll call it a yard or a foot and a half maybe.
Third down, 10:32 to play, 14-0. Thunderbirds leading tonight. Stack wide to the near side. Zimmo go to the far side. Split backs again with Lutka, and they're going to keep it with McMullen, and he's going to roll ahead for 2 yards, and that'll give the Thunderbirds a first down.
Yeah, he gets all the way out to about that 37-yard line, and enough for the first down there with that big frame of McMullen. And now you got to think they're just going to try to pick up some yardage here, maybe switch up some running backs, give everybody a chance to carry the ball, stay fresh, and eat up some time here as the Thunderbirds with the lead 14-0 with 10:05 left in this fourth quarter of play, which has been a beautiful evening of some excellent football.
Stack to the near side, Zimmo to the far side. This is a McMullen keeper, cuts up field, and he's going to be chopped down at about the 45-yard line. Short gain, 2 yards for Blake McMullen. Cutting inside of that block, and Rebels filled the hole well. It'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, just calls his own number coming off that right side of the line there up to the exactly at the 45-yard line. Clock continues to roll.
9:28. Steck going wide left, Zimmo wide right. Johnson and Lutka split. McMullen goes under center. This is it's a Manny Johnson run and a nice fake.
Ow.
He's got a first down as he picks up 9 yards. I didn't even know that Manny had the football. As I thought maybe McMullen kept it, but here comes Manny Johnson.
Just that unbridled energy as he pops through that right through the center hole there, Sean. Takes a hit, gives a hit, and then he's using some of Brody Lutka's moves there with the spin, and keeps the legs a churn and moving the chains here for the Thunderbirds.
So it'll be 1st and 10 into Rebel territory, Rebel 46-yard line. This time it is a handoff that goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka, he's just going to barrel roll players as well, and he's still on his feet. Finally down at the 30-yard line, as Lutka is going to have a gain of, nearly 15 on the carry.
Boy, I tell you what, it took the whole team, I think all 11 players, and maybe 2 guys on the sideline that helped out just to bring down Lutka on that run, as he, as you said, just bowled everybody. Moving the chains once again here. 8:30 left in this fourth quarter of play as the Thunderbirds lead 14-0.
11 first downs for the Thunderbirds tonight. Split backs. McMullen going to hand this one off, and Lutka again stood up at the line and still going to move inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. So it'll be a gain of 2 for Brody Lutka. Just kind of moving the chains and moving the pile and keeping the feet churning. It'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, that time Bo Nelson actually grabbed Lutka in the backfield. Lutka just keeping those legs churning and picks up a couple on what could have been a tackle for loss.
Second down and 8. 7:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderbirds lead 14-0 tonight. Steck to the left, Zimma going right. Johnson and Lutka split. Under center, McMullen going to hand, nope, McMullen going to keep it this time, and here's Blake McMullen going to be caught at about the 22-yard line. Nice gainer there on second down. Picks up 6. It'll be third down.
The Thunderbird offense right now trying to keep the Rebel defense guessing as far as who's going to carry the ball. You know, we've seen Lutka with a majority of the carries here in this first half. Then when we see Manny Johnson here starting to carry the pigskin, and then all of a sudden now Blake McMullen calling his number once again, and we saw that a couple times in the first half. And boy, with all those weapons, you know, hard runners, you know, what do you do? You know, what? How do you take down this tough Thunderbird offense?
McMullen with receivers everywhere, going to keep it himself. Now pitch it out to Brody Luck, who bobbled it, but now he runs over a guy. Brody Lutka runs over another touchdown. Lutka running guys over, not afraid of the contact. 23-yard touchdown run, and that is all Brody Lutka, just barreling over the defenders.
Wow, I tell you what, Nate Powers just lost all that power energy there as Lutka just hit the lights out there with an offensive hit and continued to steamroll more Rebels there as he crosses the goal line. But now 20-0 here for the Thunderbirds. What a run by Lutka.
He was moving and grooving, a 78-yard drive. And now they'll set up for the PAT. Zimina hold, Steck to kick. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Fourth quarter, 6:40 to play. Mahnomen-Waubun now leading Red Lake County 21-0.
Northern Ag, with offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Greenbush, is proud to support our hometown teams and student athletes. Just as we cheer for your success, we're also here to protect the success of your farming operation. Specializing in crop insurance, livestock risk protection, and full-service brokerage for grain sales and marketing strategies. Visit northernaginc.com or stop by one of our offices in Thief River Falls, Roseau, or Greenbush. Northern Ag, protecting your farm from the unexpected. It's what we do.
Well, the Thunderbirds scoring 6:40. Brody Lutka, 23-yard touchdown run, a 78-yard drive, 10 plays. The PAT good on a Steck kick. Thunderbirds lead now 21-0. Back deep is Ben Gullingsrud and Ethan Johnson. Steck will tee this one up. And with 6:40 left, that score there might just be that final nail here in this ball game. We'll find out. Kickoff, low line driver, going to be picked up by Gullingsrud. Actually, it's picked up by Johnson. Here comes, Gullingsrud. Cuts back, tackled at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Red Lake County.
That time, Cade Walsh there on the special teams tackle here for the Thunderbirds. We're going to see the Rebels try to respond here now after giving up that third touchdown here. Again, you know, they've seen a lot of success here through the air. 6:35 left in this fourth quarter, and you gotta think that they're going to try to do something the same here. Got to get some points on the scoreboard in a hurry.
So Duden will bring the play in here. Ball at the 35. They're going to spread Bramer wide to the left side. Johnson to the right. Duden's got backs alongside him. Nelson is the wing. Low snap, handoff goes to the running back. That is Theo Tidlak. Tidlak gonna lose a yard. Not much room going right.
Yeah, Tidlak come around that right side there and met a gentleman by the name of Brody Lutka who wrapped him up and pulled him down for tackle loss. And Ethan Jackson there to help mop up anything that he might have missed.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11, 6:10, clock running. Duden will bring the play in. With 6 minutes left, not a whole lot of urgency out of the Red Lake County Rebels at this point, kind of taking their time.
Yeah, and only 5:50 left here. You gotta get things moving here for the Rebels.
Nate Powers wide on the right side. Duden in the gun, Johnson wide right. Back to pass goes. Duden now has to step up, and down he goes. They got him in the backfield, and Manny Johnson drops him for a loss of 7.
Well, we saw Johnson on the offensive side this time now making a huge play on defense there from that linebacker position. Just lunges forward and wraps up around the ankles, and Duden goes down. So, as you said, not a lot of hustle here by the Rebels. And, you know, with 5:10 left here in this fourth quarter, you got to keep things moving here. But as we also talked about, a lot of these guys have not seen a fourth quarter. You know, it's hands on the hips. And
Keenan Goodwin has come in for Blake McMullen. at that corner on the right side. They move. This is going to be a handoff going in the middle, and I think Gullingsrud got the call. He didn't have much room. He picks up about 4 yards for Ben Gullingsrud. And running the football has not been easy tonight for the Rebels. They just haven't gotten a whole lot of room, and it's 4th down and about 15.
Yeah, a lot of the success that you've seen on the ground, has come in some sweeps and pitches. And, we've also talked about some broken plays where just some scrambling, they were able to make some big plays on the ground.
So 4:21, clock running. Rebels just going to punt this one away. Thunderbirds will send their return men back deep. Riley Broden is the punter. It's 4th down. And this is a fake punt. They direct snap. Now they're going to pitch it out to Broden, and Riley Broden didn't make it as he carries out across the 30, and he picks up about 3 yards, and it'll be an over on downs as they tried the fake punt, and there wasn't anything happening there.
Well, there's laundry on the field here too, Sean, so we may have a penalty. Let's see what they call.
Stick around here. We'll have the post-game report coming up here following the broadcast. The officials still talking about it, and it's a personal foul against the Thunderbirds, so that's a 15-yarder. So that will give the Rebels an automatic 1st down. So the Thunderbirds bailing the Rebels out here, and it'll be a fresh set of downs, and they'll have the ball out across the 45 at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Clark trying to find an explanation for what happened here. And it looks like maybe a blindside hit, possibly. I don't know. I can't read lips, Sean.
Yeah, and I didn't see where it happened. I was busy watching the play on the near side. It must have happened on the far side of the field.
From what I could tell, it said, I think those 2 guys on the radio should actually get some free popcorn and pop after the game. That's what I read anyway. I'm not sure what you saw, but that's what I saw.
I'm thinking that's what I hear most of the time.
Sounds good.
I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 that's the call.
I think I even caught an ice cream in there, too.
I know I saw that. So it'll be Duden in the shotgun. Receiver to the right is Johnson. Left side is Nate Powers, I believe. Back to pass. Duden looking downfield. Duden now rolling to his right. Ethan Jackson in pursuit. Now Duden will throw and almost picked off. It bounced off of an intended receiver, and it was right in the hands of Zach Zimma. He just couldn't keep it, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Boy, ball just popped right out of Powers' hands there, up in the air, and two defenders tried coming after it there. Manny Johnson there, unable to haul that one in, and Zach Zimmer right behind him there.
3:40 to go in the ball game. 21-0 Thunderbirds lead tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Ball still at the 48. This time the receiver going to the right side is Nate Powers. Johnson goes wide left. Duden in the backfield in the gun. Duden going to hand this off to Ben Gullingsrud. He's into Thunderbird territory, brought down at the Thunderbird 49. Short gain for Ben Gullingsrud, 2 yards.
That time there, Johnson along with Hudson MacArthur on the tackle. Brings up about 3rd, and we'll call her 7.5.
3:16, clock running, 21-0, Thunderbirds leading. Offense coming back with Powers right, Johnson left, Duden in the gun. Duden gets the snap, steps back, looks to throw, pressure coming, dumps it across the middle, and had a receiver. The intended receiver was Riley Broden, and Broden just didn't turn quick enough. And it'll hit the ground for an incompletion and stop the clock. Brings up 4th down, 4th and about 7.
Big play here for the Thunderbirds, as you'd have to guess the Rebels are going to try to stay on offense here and try to make something happen.
And again, Broden was wide open running down the center of the field, just found that crease.
Yep.
just didn't get turned around quick enough. So 4th down, 4th and 7. Duden takes the snap, steps back. Duden gonna air this one out, looking for Ethan Johnson.
Beautiful.
Johnson made the catch. Wow, what a catch by Ethan Johnson.
Beautiful catch by Johnson.
Down at the 20-yard line, and holy moly's, what a grab there.
Boy, just got past the defender there, Gavin MacArthur, and went up over the shoulder, turned his whole body, actually twisted his entire body in the air. And boy, I just can't credit Johnson enough how great he's played tonight.
So that is a 1st down, 21-0. Thunderbirds switching out some players. Duden will bring the play in. Ball is right at the Thunderbird 20-yard line. And Johnson has been really close to making a few of those grabs. Just has not been able to haul him in, and now we got whistles. The officials are either trying to high-five each other or
sideline warning from the Rebels on this side. I don't know. Looked like they were, I don't know.
I thought they were trying to give the low 5, but you're up high, down low, too slow.
I was reading lips there. I think they're saying word.
Yeah. It's like, all right, now one's turning around and going to low 5, and no, it didn't work. So now the official running over to talk to
Now they're trying to get the clock also to go back to 2:48 is what I did here.
All right, so now they're going to have communication up here. Dave Variano is on it. Rumor has it that Dave Variano might be going into the Clock Keepers Hall of Fame.
I also heard that. I think I saw it on X or the old Twitter or something.
I heard it on, I'm pretty sure I saw it on MySpace. Duden back to pass here. 1st down, rolling to his right now, going to deliver, and that is incomplete. Bo Nelson had it, dropped it, and it brings up a 2nd down.
Yeah, Nelson putting his arm out there, almost pulling in a one-hander there, but ends up falling off of his thigh and into the ground.
So, 2nd down and 10. Ball stays at the 20-yard line. Duden will bring the play into the huddle, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Riley Broden, Bo Nelson wide right. Thorn Thronson to the left with Ethan Johnson. And now we got false start. So here we go with the Rebels.
Yeah, Oliver Mellon jumping up on that one, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty there for the Rebels.
Makes it 2nd down and 15 as Moline got going early on that right tackle position. Ball is now at the 25-yard line. Offense coming to the line. Duden in the gun. Snap back, Duden looking downfield. Here comes pressure, delivers a ball, and that is going to be no good. It was low. Brings up 3rd down as Riley Broden couldn't get down there far enough to scoop that one up.
Well, the rush, or the pass was rushed there a bit as Manny Johnson come flying in. That linebacker blitz there and put a lick right on Duden.
3rd down, 15, 2:37 to play, 21-0, Thunderbirds leading. Broden and Nelson right, Thronson along with Johnson on the left. Gullingsrud the lone back. Duden throws a quick hitter, and that one's going to bounce off the grass as, again, Riley Broden, pass was low. He just couldn't pull that one in. Now it's 4th down.
Yeah, just not a lot going right here for the Rebels here in this 4th quarter. You know, set up beautifully here by that catch there by Johnson. But like I said, trying to make something happen here is just seemed to get this 25-yard line.
So it'll be 4th and 15. 2:34 to play. Duden in the gun. Duden, here comes the pressure again. Duden has to roll. Now throws this one, and it is complete. Making the catch Now a penalty flag. I think we're going to have a late hit. Colton Stock got to the quarterback late. And it's going to be a late hit going against the Thunderbirds, roughing the passer. And the pass was complete down at around the 10-yard line. It would have been very close to a first down regardless. But this is going to end a personal foul going against the Thunderbirds. So the pass completion moves it to the 10-yard line. So it would have been a 15-yard pass completion, and you add on half the distance, I believe, from there. I think the catch went to, I think Ethan Johnson made the catch.
Boy. Yeah, I couldn't see, Sean. It was just a pile of bodies.
Yeah, I didn't really. I just saw that Colton Stock got into the quarterback really late over on this near sideline. Then was having a few words with the Red Lake County players after that. The official standing right there. So first and goal for the Rebels. Duden goes to the gun. Here's Duden, hands it off to Gullingsrud. Gullingsrud dives ahead. Down to the 1-yard line. Be a gain of 4 for Ben Gullingsrud. He was real close. Couldn't quite get it in. 14th play of the drive coming up.
Yeah, that time Blake McMullen along with Manny Johnson with the stop there. And this Thunderbird defense, well, actually, the defense has not given up a point yet. It was an offensive safety.
That has been the only point scored. Duden under center. Duden following the offensive line. And I think he's down at about the 1 again. Duden kind of slipped coming out.
Yeah, he kind of went down on his left knee there as he sidestepped. I think he was trying to get in, and as soon as he stepped, his knee went down.
So to bring up a 3rd down and goal and a timeout for the Rebels. Time on the floor on the field. We'll take it as well. 1:15 to go. It's brought to you by Gordon Construction. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Thunderbirds leading 21-0.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
21-0, Thunderbirds lead on Gold 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com. 1:15 to go in the game. Ball is at the 1-yard line. It is 3rd and goal. Rebels trying to punch one in here. With some penalties and other things, they've made their way. And to be honest, the Rebels have had the ball down deep in Thunderbird territory several times tonight. And with penalties and whatnot, just have not been able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, they've trying to make things happen, and boy, they have some studs up front there on that line.
Duden under center. And now we got penalty flags. So again, false start on the Thunderbird or on the Rebels. Now you're looking at a 3rd down and goal from about the 5-yard line or 6-yard line is where they'll mark it.
Boy, once again, self-inflicted penalties here, and self-inflicted wounds, I should say. And that has kind of been really what has been hurting the Rebels most of the evening.
And again, you know, they've been down in the red zone, and it's been penalties that have knocked them further and further out, just not able to take advantage of where they've been. Duden will go under center. Gullingsrud the lone back. Duden back to pass, looks, has to step inside one, throws this one, and it is incomplete. Tried to sidearm it inside to the intended receiver, Ethan Johnson, and now it is 4th down.
Yeah, and that time there he kind of eluded. He hit his hips one way, his shoulders another way, and like I said, just kind of an awkward throw. Was able to get it close to him, but that was just a little behind Johnson there, bringing up 4th and 6 now for the Rebels.
1:10 to play in the ball game. 21-0, Thunderbirds leading. Rebels trying to get a score on the board here with a 4th down and goal from the 6. Duden in the gun. Receivers right, receivers left. This a little razzle-dazzle, and this is Ethan Johnson, and Johnson dives in. Just a little wide receiver reverse, and a touchdown for Ethan Johnson on a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Rebels are on the board.
Big play there for the Rebels. As you said, a little razzle-dazzle. And, boy, I tell you what, nice little cut on the inside there to go forward and put some points here up before the Rebels. Now we'll see if they'll go for 2 or extra point.
And we'll see. Yeah, just a cool little play. A 66-yard touchdown run, just going to flip the ball. They'll go for 2. This is a 65-yard drive. They go for 2. Duden's in the gun. Duden throws this one, and it's knocked high in the air, and the 2-point conversion is no good. On your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Rebels on the board with 1:05 to play. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Red Lake County 21-6.
The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
Well, the Rebels on the board at 105. Ethan Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run, a 65-yard drive, 16 plays on that drive. 2-point conversion, no good. Thunderbirds leads 21-6. What you're hearing in the background is the soothing sounds of Dan Kohler singing. He didn't get a chair to turn in the voice, but I heard that they gave him a real nice parting prize. So I believe you're going to see an onside kick here. Thunderbirds come out with the hands crew. And it'll be Riley Broden to kick. This one is it's going to be covered up by the Thunderbirds. They'll cover it up at about their own 48-yard line. Manny Johnson with the hands.
Drayton Tibbetts, actually.
Drayton Tibbetts with the hands. And that will be, oops.
Manny just tackled him.
Well, just trying to cover him up is, I guess, I suppose that's what you're supposed to do. This is just the Thunderbirds' third possession here in the second half. Rebels have pretty much controlled the time of possession here tonight. 105, I think the Thunderbirds just have to kneel on it here and come away with a win. So they'll set up so that Blake McMullen can kneel down on this one, and that's what they do. So the Thunderbirds are going to come away with a hard-fought victory here tonight over Red Lake County. We'll have the post-game report coming up. What a fun ball game here tonight. Two very good football teams, and there's a good chance that we could see this matchup again down the road.
Oh, I believe it, Sean. I tell you what, two very, very good football teams. Two very good, the Rebels have an excellent line offensively, defensively, but boy, I tell you what, just a lot of talent and a lot of familiarity with both these teams.
So that is it. Final horn sounds, and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds victorious tonight, defeating Red Lake County 21-6. Post-game report is brought to you by Franzen Investment. Kurt Filling, your wealth advisor. We'll get into that after we take a timeout. Final score tonight, it's Mahnomen-Waubun over Red Lake County 21-6. We'll take a break. Post-game is starting up after this on Gold 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen. The Thunderbird Booster Club is proud to support and cheer on the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbird Booster Club encourages everyone to show your Thunderbird spirit. Stop by the Waubun School store. Check out all of the new clothing and gear available to show your Thunderbird pride. Let's go, Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. A cheer from the Thunderbird Booster Club.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Valley Vision Clinic, they are dedicated to providing high-quality optometry services in a comfortable environment. The friendly staff is available to answer questions about the services they provide, as well as scheduling, insurance coverages, frames and lens options, and more. Valley Vision will take both eye emergencies and scheduled appointments. They offer vision financing options and will work with vision insurance providers to ensure good eye health and vision care for all their patients. Call 784-4091 for Dr. Dave Salsang and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
Postgame report brought to you by Franzen Investment Services. Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor. You can call or text 218-230-2822 or call the office 218-415-7139. Personal service, holistic financial planning, retirement planning, and so much more. Contact Kurt today with Franzen Investment Services. Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds victorious here tonight, 21-6. Scoring got going first quarter, 3:26. Mahnomen-Waubun's Brody Lutka, 65-yard touchdown run, a 71-yard drive. 3 plays. The PAT was good. It was 7-0. Second quarter, 46 seconds to go in the half. Mahnomen-Waubun's Brody Lutka, a 4-yard touchdown run, a 77-yard drive. 8 plays. The PAT was good. It was 14-0 at the half. We go to the fourth quarter before we get back to any scoring. Mahnomen-Waubun at 6:40. Brody Lutka's third touchdown of the night, a 23-yard touchdown run, 78-yard drive, 10 plays. The PAT good. It was 21-0 after that score. But the Rebels would get one right at the end of the fourth quarter. 1:05. It was Ethan Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run, a 65-yard drive, 16 plays. 2-point conversion, no good. 21-6. Thunderbirds with the win. They're 5-0. And the Rebels drop to 4-1. That is your game summary. The game summary tonight brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and Trucking of Fertile. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More to come on your Franzen Investment Services. Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor. Post-game report when we continue after this on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District.
As life starts moving faster and faster, we need to make a choice. To move faster with it, or take a step back and enjoy life's moments. To marvel at the wonders around us, and remember just how beautiful White Earth Reservation can be. With over 1,300 square miles to explore in northern Minnesota, the endless possibilities of White Earth Reservation await you. Live here, work here, explore here. Explore more at whiteearth.com or on Facebook at White Earth Nation.
Make your life easier and protect those who need it most with an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner from Wilcox Plumbing and Heating in Red Lake Falls. April Air high-efficiency air cleaners remove up to 99.9% of contaminants that contribute to colds, flu, allergies, asthma, and respiratory diseases. For more information on how an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner can keep your breathing air clean all the time, contact Wilcox Plumbing and Heating at 218-253-4347.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
It's time now for our stars of the game. The stars tonight brought to you by Pinehurst Resort, beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Natowash. We're going to send it down to the field where Tommy Hodick joined by some of our stars from the Thunderbirds. Tommy.
All right, joined here with senior Brody Ludka with the Thunderbirds following a 21-6 victory here. Boy, Brody, I tell you what, big game here. This had to be one that you guys looked at in the summer training here. As you guys have had a lot of history here with the Rebels. And, boy, I tell you what, you had a phenomenal night both offensively and defensively. Your thoughts after this big victory?
They're a great team. We came out strong. We played good. You know, we knew it would be a challenge. They're a top team in the state, and we know that. Clark knew that all week. Good preparation, and we knew there'd be a fight.
So as far as preparation goes, you know, with knowing this team pretty much in and out, you know, I guess how do you prepare for a team that you know what they're going to do? You know, it's just you line up on the gridiron and you try to stop them. You know, what do you do in preparation of that? And I'm going to throw another question in there too. Both of these teams, you know, a lot of you guys have not seen a third quarter or even a fourth quarter at all this season. You know, trying to condition for that. What steps of preparation did you take this week?
Same answer for both is we work against each other. You know, we got our good second team that works their butts off in practice. You know, Drayton Tibbetts is breaking bones in practice because he's going lights out, and so are we. So competing against each other in practice gets us ready for games like this.
Well, I can't congratulate you enough on a huge victory to remain undefeated here as going into week 6 here next week.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Next year we've got Hudson MacArthur. Hudson, boy, I tell you what, defensively tonight, you really stepped up. Big rush there on Duden, playing a team you're very familiar with, and offensively just making some big holes, nice big seals there. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, tough team. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just had to keep working every single play, just working as hard as I can. And I mean, I messed up time and time again, but I just got to keep going.
And that's one thing, as you said, working your tail off there against a very physical, big team. I mean, boy, they had a big line, but I thought you guys did very well. There were that fourth quarter, and I think Clark talked about that fourth quarter, you guys put together a beautiful drive, to get pop one in there for Ludka in the end zone to put up the 21st point. But, then you turn right around and you're going defensively up against a 16-play offensive drive on their side. I guess thoughts on just working as hard as you could in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, huge shout out to our coaches for conditioning us as much as they do. I mean, getting us in shape for these games. I mean, it's our first game that we had to go full 4 quarters and finish out a game. And thank God they conditioned us how they did.
Well, it obviously paid off, and congratulations again here on a big, big win against a very good team.
Thank you, Tommy.
All right, and up next here we got Manny Johnson. Manny, I tell you what, you've been extremely impressive here this season, and a lot of your teammates have said the same thing. Just impressed with not only on the field but in practice of how hard you run. And boy, I tell you what, especially this second half, you put on a show. It head down, hard running. What do you credit that to?
My O-line, just having them. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, they do a good job, and a lot of it is reading. But on the one run, I did have to comment. We saw Brody Ludka there in the first half. He would hit the hole, get to the second level where the linebackers were, and then he'd spin. And in that fourth quarter there, you did the exact same thing. You hit the hole hard. You shoved off, I think, 2 linebackers, and pretty soon the safety came up. And you put on that spin move. Is that something you guys practice?
No, it's just kind of happens. Don't really realize it.
Maybe you got hit too hard on one side and it just spun you.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, congratulations on a wonderful win here tonight. A big, big win against an excellent, excellent football team.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Sean.
Stars of the game tonight presented to you by, of course, Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. We're going to keep it right here because we got the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels joining us here. Brian Remick is joining us following a 21-6 loss at the hands of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds here tonight. Brian, a tough loss. Maybe more so the best description is just missed opportunities here tonight for your guys. But still, what a battle. Tell me your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're one of the top teams in the state for a reason. They're a very good football team. Again, we had some chances. They're very good, so they're not going to make those chances very easy for us. But we had some chances. Didn't obviously capitalize on enough of those chances, and end up here losing the game.
You got to feel pretty good, though, about the opportunities that you had. Your kids found ways. I thought your offense at times really got some things rolling. A couple penalties kind of stalled out. But, I mean, really your offense was working well here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice couple drives. And then, like you said, we do have a couple drives there that we got hurt with some penalties on. And we were trying to, make some plays through the run, through the pass, and that kind of thing. So we were able to do a number of things there, but they're a very good defense, right? And I think that's the first touchdown that they've let up this year. So it's tough sledding there, and we just have to be able to make a few more plays.
Defensively, I thought your kids played really well tonight. A couple big plays is kind of the difference here, but I mean they were stout all night. Your defense did a great job of kind of holding down a pretty high-powered offense.
Yeah, that first touchdown run there, we had him wrapped up a couple times. Now he's a beast, right? And he's tough. So yeah, I give him credit on that. I thought that second drive we kind of, I don't know if we were kind of feeling sorry for ourselves there a little bit. I thought our intensity wasn't there, and we kind of gave up too many big plays on that. But overall, yeah, I mean, I thought our defense played very well. Again, they have a lot of weapons that are, it's tough to cover everything, and you tried to do that, and then try to play that cat and mouse game of what's coming and what you can call to try to counteract that.
Well, you go back to work now. Who do you got coming up next week?
So next week we got Crookston coming in for homecoming. So again, we'll go back to work here. These last 3 games they usually go pretty quick now. I mean, in 2.5 weeks. So we'll get healed up here. Have a little JV game here on Monday, and then start that preparation here for the Crookston game.
I know you do have a couple kids out, like we talked in the pregame show. Do you get them back here within the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we're hope so. Anytime you talk about ankles and stuff like that, it's always hit and miss, right? They tell you maybe this amount of time, and then maybe it's longer, maybe it's shorter. So, we're trying to do what right by them and make sure when they do come back that they're in the right form and they're ready to go.
Brian, I appreciate the comments here tonight. What a great football game, and best of luck next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. Brian Remick, head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, joining us here following the 21-6 loss to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds here on Friday night. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll have more in our post-game report. Timeout on the way. We're back after this. 21-6 Thunderbirds with the win.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Post-game report brought to you by Franzen Investment Services. Kurt Filling, your wealth advisor. Give him a call or text 218-230-2822 or the office number 218-415-7139. Our Subway Super Sub of the game tonight presented to you by Subway and Ada. They invite you to eat fresh. And boy, tonight was a tough one to try and find because, there wasn't a whole lot of subs. But technically speaking, Ethan Johnson from the Red Lake County Rebels didn't start the game, came in, was a big part of it. So congratulations to Ethan Johnson. He's our Subway Super Sub of the game, presented to you by Subway and Ada. They invite you to eat fresh. We'll keep it here. We got the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here following the 21-6 win over the Red Lake County Rebels here tonight. Rays, this was a battle. You knew it was going to be a battle coming in, but your kids responded with some big plays here tonight. Your thoughts after the victory?
Yeah, really tough battle. We'll take a win against a team of that caliber any day. And, 2 really good teams. And I've said this, they're a state caliber team. And I think we found out we are too. So pleased with the win, but more pleased the fact that we are going to learn so much from this game. And I think both teams will, but, we're going to learn a lot. We learned a lot as the game went on. We were making some adjustments on the fly out there, kids playing positions they haven't played all year and making plays in those positions. So, good overall team win. Really, really happy for the guys.
And it's one of those situations where a lot of your starters haven't played 4 quarters of football yet this year. And so having to be out there, and there's a difference between conditioning and then game condition as well. So, they had to kind of learn while battling through having to finally play the full game.
Well, right you are, Sean. But and both teams had that coming in, and we talked as coaches before the game, kind of wondering if each team was going to have enough gas to finish the fourth. And I just really loved that drive we had in the fourth quarter there. I think we got it with about 7 minutes or 8 minutes to go, and what did we go, 80 yards or something like that, and just good old fashioned here we come football and able to punch it in. And that was a thing of beauty right there. So. That one to me sticks out the most tonight. Just a great drive and well executed by the offensive line, by our backs, by our receivers, by our quarterback. So, if we could bottle that up, we'll be a dangerous team.
And the thing that impressed me tonight was your offensive, defensive line. Let's face it, Red Lake County has got some size up front, and your kids went to work here and really kind of won in the trenches.
Well, they sure battled, and that's credit to those kids. And, they're unsung heroes. They don't get a lot of the glory. They don't get a lot of the headlines, but, they're the backbone of our team. And, we try to tell them, how much we appreciate them, and we sure do. And, it's across the board. I think, like I said, just I love the the compete that they had, the heart that they had tonight. And, they should feel proud of themselves. And I can't wait to watch film, Sean. We did so many good things, but there's also things that we are going to learn, and we're going to be better from playing a quality team like the Rebels.
What did you see, just kind of in short notice, what did you see things that stuck out that you kind of want to go back and maybe look at and work on?
Well, just some blocking scheme things on offense. When we blocked it right, we were really good, but we had some mishaps where we forget, or they line up a little different, and if you miss a block against these guys, they're going to make you pay. They're going to stop you for nothing. And we punted quite a few times tonight, and we left some things out there. Defensively, I just thought we settled in much better the second half. I thought we were a little too aggressive the first half, and we had some penalties the second half, but they were those penalties where our kids were trying hard and playing hard, and it wasn't a mental mistake. It was a physical mistake, and we can live with those.
Well, you come back next week. You have Polk County West next week, right?
Yes, we do. We go over to East Grand Forks. It's at East Grand Forks High School and play Polk County West, the Thunder.
And let's face it, you and the Thunder have had some tussles over the year. I would expect that they'll come ready to play.
I'm sure they will, and I think they're a little banged up now and probably be a little healthier when they play us. So, I hope they are. Hard to see kids sitting out with injury, and you got to say that tonight with the Rebels. They had two very, very good football players sitting out, so they're going to be that much better the next, if we happen to play them again. So, and we probably expected to play them again, to be honest. So, but yeah, we're going to take the week to get better ourselves. I'm really excited to watch film and get the practice next week, because I just think this game is going to help us improve so much.
Hard-hitting affair. Did you come out okay health-wise?
I think so. I think we're okay. Bumps and bruises, because like you said, there was some hard hitting going on out there, but I think we came out clean.
Looks like you got a little pie in the ear, pie in the nose. You smell delicious.
I got pie everywhere. well, thank you, Sean. But, I don't know why I win every year this contest, because they got to want to. Why wouldn't you want to pie Todd Johnson?
I see. Now that's the question I ask. I mean, my God, I would have went and paid to just pie him. That would have been.
I don't get it, but yeah, in my ear, in my nose, down my throat. I mean,
my question is did Vise do the Scooby-Doo in one big tongue lash and wipe up his face?
I was gonna bust out a Scooby-Doo impersonation there, but I laughed too hard, Sean. So we wrecked that. But I probably went 2 or 3 laps, I'm sure, and he got her done.
As long as he doesn't come over and get you too, I suppose. Riz, I appreciate the comments here. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week in East Grand.
Thank you, Sean. I just want to thank the fans too. I think we raised darn near $1,000 tonight for the Tackle Cancer Fund, and that's absolutely awesome. So we appreciate all the fans who donated for that and to split the pot. Great night. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. John Clark Jr., head coach of the Thunderbirds, joining us here following the victory over Red Lake County, 21-6. We'll take a break, come back. We're going to have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game on the way next. Post-game report brought to you by Franzen Investment Services. Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor, continues right after this.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090. Time now for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy with Enbridge. Tonight, the Energy Player of the Game, I gave it to Brody Lutka because, well, he had a lot of energy. He was running guys over. He was making big hits. What a great game for Brody Lutka here tonight. Just stellar performance. Congratulations. He's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. He's going to get a T-shirt from Enbridge. Life takes energy with Enbridge. Let's get into the numbers here so we can get things moving. We'll start with Red Lake County tonight. As on the night, I forgot to add that number up real quick, so just give me a moment here. And on the night, the Rebels put up 221 yards of offense, 164 through the air, 12 of 26. Connor Duden went for 164. Ethan Johnson, 105 yards tonight. He was one of our stars of the game from Red Lake County. Bo Nelson, 22 yards. Riley Broden had a 19-yard reception. Thorin Thronson had a 14-yard reception here tonight. Ben Gullingsrud had a reception for 4 yards. On the ground, 25 carries, 57 yards. They were led by Ben Gullingsrud, 16 carries, 24 yards. It was Connor Duden, 5 carries, a negative 18 tonight. Theo Tidlaka with 6 yards. It was Ethan Johnson, 6 yards, and Riley Broden had 3 yards tonight, as it was 51 plays from the line of scrimmage for Red Lake County. They had on the night 11 first downs, 8 penalties, 55 yards, no turnovers as the Rebels fall to 4-1. I should also mention that Keegan Schmitz was a star of the game from Red Lake County. Thunderbirds, 287 yards of offense tonight. On the ground, 32 carries, 219 yards, led by Brody Lutka. 15 carries, 153 yards, had 3 touchdowns tonight. Blake McMullen, 10 carries, 27 yards. Tanner Steck, a carry for 3 yards. Zach Zimma, carry for 6 yards. And Manny Johnson, 5 carries for 38 yards. Blake McMullen, 3 of 6 through the air, 68 yards tonight, making catches. Tanner Steck, 33 yards. Zach Zimma had a 35-yard catch. 38 plays from the line of scrimmage for the Thunderbirds. They had 11 first downs, 6 penalties, 60 yards tonight. No turnovers here tonight for either team. Thunderbirds are now 5-0 on the season. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it all possible. We certainly appreciate everything they do for us. Also, thanks to Tommy Hodick, my sideline guy tonight, and to Aaron Gunther, my Your Live event engineer. Excellent work by everybody here this evening. Final score, Mahnomen-Waubun over Red Lake County by a score of 21-6. From the Mahnomen High School football field tonight on Gold 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Sean Bierk. Have a great weekend, everybody.